Okay, I think I'm already streaming. It took me a while to realize that. Let's see if people join anyway. Oh, okay. Okay, I think now I started streaming. I'm not sure. I'm looking at my screen right now. So the thing is that I think. Let me see if Miss Dead Guy and T Creep are here again. If not, that's also okay. But we just give it a try at Twitch. We just try streaming there for the first time. And both for Miss Dead Guy, for me, T Creep, I'm not sure. He hasn't said yet what the quality was like. But everybody's saying that the quality was terrible, so let's not do that. Let's just go back to the usual YouTube connections. For me, they have been good so far. I've had a couple few bad days, but those days I had bad connection in general. Today, my audio is low. Okay, let's work on that. Thank you, T Creep. Why is it so low then? Give me a chance. Woo, yeah, everybody's happy. Because, okay, I'm going to try to speak closer to the mic then. Because this is the thing. The other day I changed my OBS Studio, like, I updated the software. So if something happened to the mic and now it sounds lower, I agree with you. So I don't know if I just got to speak closer to the mic or I got to do something, because I promise you volume is all the way up. If I could bring up the gain, maybe that would help as well. Let me give that a try. Yep, I have it right here. I can bring up some decibels, which is literally just giving it more like a, what do you call it, more gain. You're deleting Twitch. Okay, yeah, so we're the anti-Twitch people right now. Oh my god, that was a terrible experience though. I had a horrible time there. So, I mean, I just learned that maybe just jumping into Twitch is not as good, but I know other people use it, so there's got to be something positive about it. I got to do some research, find out if maybe my settings are not optimized for that. By the way, T Creeper, I just augmented the gain on my mic. I don't know if it sounds better. If it still sounds very low, please tell me, and I can bring up the gain again. And for now, I'm just gonna go. Twitch is fine for some people, but I have no idea what happened. No, something happened, right? Something was terrible. I was listening to the music at first, the waiting room music, and Jesus Christ. No. Okay. So, yeah, I gotta do more research on Twitch. For now, it's terrible. I hate it. I never want to go back. Oh, my mic is too close to me. I cannot type stuff. Alright, so I'm gonna keep working. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so this is the composite for the sketchy guy, so let's get rid of the sketchy guy or make him more transparent, like this. And that way I can draw on top of him. I'm also going to get rid of the book and the turtle. Sorry. Still low, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm not okay with fine. I want it to be good. Let's go with the voice. Let's bring it all the way to like 5 decibels of gain. Now it should sound better. I don't know. I just gave it a try. We're the anti-Twitch people. For now we are. Nah, it's probably my fault though. I probably did something that other people know how to fix. But let's start with the drawing. Okay, so now for the body, we're gonna just start doing lines. Oh shoot, this is a very thick brush now. I've gotten very used to very thin brushes. I think that they give you a very neat look, and if you want to just increase the outline width, you can do that later. So let's go with thin lines first, and then make it better with the thicker outlines. Also like using a lot of straight lines for Calavera. I think I've mentioned this before, Calavera is the least realistic looking human in the team. So I like using very straight lines for him, which are not at all, possible really. This is not how people look. Because Zara had some straight lines, because my style has a lot of straight lines. But Zara had also like squishy parts in the body like normal people do. She looks more organic. He looks a little bit more like a bunch of lines, straight lines, and straight edges. So let's keep working on the guy. And what about you guys, huh? What was your day like yesterday? I think T-Creep had a bad time because he was logged off Discord and couldn't log back in. Same thing with Twitch. Poor guy. He must have had a hard time. Why do you follow me on Twitter? I don't know. I just found people there, and I just follow people whenever I see like, oh, this is like an artist or somebody's interested in cartoons. I like making my circle of people bigger. That's what it's cool about social media. You can do that slowly but surely. I'll ask my friend for help. She streams on there, so she might know what happened. Yeah, she probably does. This is the kind of stuff that happens to you on like your first try, and then you figure out that you really didn't do enough research. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think my first YouTube streams were also pretty bad because I didn't research the Wi-Fi connection and stuff like that. For example, did you know that if you covered your Wi-Fi router with like an object, a little solid object, like your connection will be worse, and like considerably worse, not even just a little bit, like just slightly worse. It's way worse. So solid objects actually do stop your connectivity from being optimized. I learned that because I didn't know. I never needed that much bandwidth for anything. I've been playing video games online sometimes, and I never had that issue. But now streaming, you need a lot of like bandwidth to do that, and I figured that your Wi-Fi actually, your router actually needs to physically have access to your computer. Like the waves need to be free to move around. That's what I mean. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. What was your day like yesterday, Miss That Guy? I know you went to the mall or something like that. Sounds fun. But with no money, you said also. So that's less fun, I guess. Still cool. Let's see. Let's bring all the way the exposure here. And now for today's animation, I have a table in the middle. So if I have a table in the middle, that means that I gotta probably have some things go behind it. I think the body, for example, is gonna go behind the table. I can see that already. And what else is gonna go behind the table? The hands so far can go in front of it. So they're probably going in front. Let me see. In front, in front, in front, in front, in front, in front. Yep. No, but they go back then. Your friend got you an octopus. You mean like an actual octopus? That would be awesome. Those are hard to take care of though. You need like a big tank of water. Got a sip of Red Bull. Okay, so the hand's gonna go back in the last frame. So perhaps I can bring the hand first forward and then peg it backwards. This is why I like working with three-dimensional pegs, so it's not gonna be an issue. Yeah, but most stuff will be in front. The body is the one thing that's always gonna be in the back. So there's no problem. Yes, a big tank. He's right. Huge tank. Huge, huge, huge. I'm going to make the sketch a little bit more transparent. Oh, a plushie one. Yeah, plushies are okay. They're fine, but an actual octopus would be a lot more fun. Yeah, let's make this a little bit more transparent and keep working on our thingy. Okay, so you had a good day at the mall then. That sounds like a fantastic day. Yeah. Now let's continue keyframing this guy. Dude, I've been working so much with raster that now I want to do this, and this is awful in vectors. Look at these lines. These are disgusting. If you did this with like a bitmap, it would look good. It would look sketchy. But doing this with a vector is always so ugly. It never looks good. So I gotta switch from vector mode to bitmap mode. And it's really different. It's really different how you draw it one way and another. Let's see, I should have made this line longer, and this guy come over here more. And yeah, sounds cool. So I'm always gonna be a YouTube guy from now on. Kidding. I still don't know what I did wrong, but YouTube is such a fantastic website. I don't know why people hate it so much. I think people who hate YouTube are people who've been on YouTube for so long that they remember like the better days. But I wasn't here back then. I wasn't making content. I was watching content. But people complain about the apocalypse, monetization, copyright infringement issues, stuff like that. I've never had any issues with those things. And I don't remember a world where I was creating content when those things were an issue. So I don't know. To me, it looks like a fantastic website. I love it. So I will never hate on YouTube. I always I follow animators on Twitter. And they're always like, oh, YouTube sucks now because of this, this, and that. And I go like, I don't get it. I don't know what you're talking about. For me, it's the best thing ever. Ignorance is bliss, perhaps. I think YouTube was so different in 2008, probably. Yeah, I guess it's got to be way different back then. To me, it's always been good. YouTube has the good and the bad, like all websites. Yeah, but, you know, compared to all the other websites, to me, YouTube has only given me like the best stuff. The algorithm is so strong here compared to Instagram and Twitter, obviously. And I mean for exposure, because some people have had it like a great time on Instagram and Twitter, getting exposure, but not me. Nevertheless, YouTube has done wonders to me sharing my stuff with people. But I never get these amount of views on Instagram or Twitter. Or even Newgrounds. I've had a couple of hits actually. You know, Newgrounds fine. I'm okay with Newgrounds for now. But yeah. No, for the kind of content I make, I think YouTube has been the best. But I don't know. And then again, I haven't been monetized for very long, and I'm still making cents. I'm making scrap money, but you know, I never felt like YouTube was taking money away from me. Other people feel like YouTube is taking money away from them because they used to make so much more before. So I can understand that. And censorship. I haven't had any issues with censorship. I mean, I never post really crazy content, so I think censorship will never be an issue for me, or I hope at least. Let's bring in the onion skin. I don't know, I'm talking because I'm probably too new on this website anyway. Okay, let's keep going. But yeah, this has been a very productive week, I think, regarding my pilot. I have been able to draw a lot of frames, like a lot of them. So I'm really happy. Tomorrow, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to work a lot on my day job. So tomorrow I'm probably not gonna make as much content. Unfortunately, probably I'll be able to just finish this sequence I'm drawing right now. But I don't think I'll be able to even start another sequence. Because I don't think I'm gonna finish this one today. It doesn't look like it. I wish I could, but we'll figure it out along the way. Let's say ba, and now let's get rid of this line over here. Let's get rid of this line over. Oh no, mistake. I made a mistake. What about here? Yeah, there you go. Actually, you know what? I was advertising the Twitch stream, but now I'm on YouTube, so I'm gonna advertise the YouTube stream. See if I get anybody from Twitter. Where is the link? I gotta go get the link. Oh, I have it on Discord actually. Let's go on Discord, copy this guy, copy link. Let's go on Twitter, and let's paste the link. I'm streaming on the YouTube right now because I don't know how to stream on Twitch without an insane amount of lagginess. Lag is a word actually. That's already a noun. I don't need to create a noun out of it. Okay, just in case I get a couple more viewers there. You're updating your iPad. That's fine. Updating's good, I guess. Here. Let's get rid of these lines over here. Perfect. Okay, now we have 2 torsos ready, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oops, made a mistake there. Let's get rid of this guy. See what it looks like so far. It looks pretty natural. It's very reasonable. Where's the body? It's right here, but this is a raster version of the body. I want the new version of the body. I saw a scratchy thingy here. There you go. No more scratchy stuff. Yeah. Scratchy is for bitmap. This is not a bitmap, this is a vector. Let's create a new layer here. Create exposure. And bring back the sketch. So yeah. Oh, by the way, that other music that I was using is supposed to be able to be used on YouTube, so I'm bringing it back. Music. The problem with royalty-free music is that, what's the problem with it? Is that it's not my music, dude. Like, this is the closest music that I was able to find that was kind of matching my style of music I listened to, but honestly, nah, it's a miss, honestly. I'd rather not listen to music if it's gonna be this music. Yeah, I gotta, you know what I gotta do? I gotta find, like, a contact that makes music and ask them for permission to play their music here. I make my own music, but I don't think I would be able to listen to my own music for 3 hours, for example, so I'd rather not do that. No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna just use the same drawing here as here. I'm not gonna copy and paste it. I'm just gonna bring the same drawing. So I'm reusing it. Your music is dope though. Thank you very much, Miss Dead Guy. No, I am proud of my own music, but it would be weird for me to listen to my own music for 3 hours. Also, I think I only have enough music for like 25 minutes. I don't think I have music for like an hour even. So after a while, it would get boring. I need to contact somebody to so they give me permission because I've seen the other people know the guys who made some soundtracks, and they have like the copyright permission on their YouTube channel, so they can use it. So that's what I gotta do. I gotta ask them for permission. Okay, so now we have got a couple more frames. Here we bring this guy back here. And here, this is a new one, so let's draw this one again. Let's draw a new frame of Calavera. Dope songs, my dude, go on Spotify. No, but Spotify has music that has copyright. That's what I meant. And my problem with, oh, hey Victoria, what's up? You're back, nice. And no, but Spotify has good music or has royalty-free music. And my problem right now, because I have a playlist that I was doing research on it, and it's completely royalty-free, meaning that you can use it for free, and no copyright strikes will appear on your channel. But I don't like it. I don't like the music. It's kind of too generic. You know what I mean? Like generic music is usually good because most people will like it, but the problem is that it's too generic. Too generic is a thing. And that's my issue with this playlist I found today, so I'm not playing it anymore. Oh, everybody's here. Victoria, T Creeper, Ms. Dead Guy are all here. We're doing okay. We just came from a Twitch stream that was a failure because I wasn't able to properly set the lagging options. So we came back to YouTube because we were more comfortable here, honestly. It's good to be back again. Nice, nice. Yeah, Victoria was here for a while yesterday. She stayed for maybe like 2.5 hours out of the 3 hours that I streamed, which was awesome. And so was Drew, I think. Drew was the other guy who also was here. And then we had Baphomet for a while. Yeah. It's usually the same old familiar faces. Or accounts, or handles. Handles are what we're looking at, really. So yeah. Nice. Okay, so now we have another body here. Let's keep going. So yeah, today's animation, I think, is going to be a lot of fun when it's finished. It's actually simple, but I think that if I add the right shading and effects, it's still gonna look wonderful. Because I think I still haven't made an animation that's very complex. Maybe the most complex animation I've made was actually Homunculus walking from point A to point B. This one is probably the one that I really went hard on. Like, look at him. He just goes walking from one place to the other. And I went very classical with that animations, like very Disney-esque. I was using the flower bag trick, like animating a flower bag, essentially. It's good to see new faces. Good to be back again. Still looks good. A little menace. Yeah. No, but yeah, this is the one animation I think I did that was complex. Because even the Calavera animation here is also very snappy. It goes just pose A, pose B, pose C. And with some in-betweens and a little bit of overshoot, but not much. And the one with Zara was complex because the keyframes are complex, but honestly the animation itself was not that big of a deal. It was, again, just going pose A, pose B, in-betweens. And the one I did yesterday was adorable, but simple. And the one I'm doing right now is also quite simple. It's quite snappy. So again, not a very complicated animation, but not all the shots are going to be complicated because otherwise it will never finish. Yeah. But it's going to look good, though. It's going to look, like minimum amount of quality, at least. Another drawing here. The tortoise is really adorable. He is. It's an adorable tortoise. Villainous turtle, but still cute. And this is what I mean with Calavera being extremely angular. He's gonna have these crazy angular shapes. Like, Calavera is almost a character right out from Invader Zim with all the geometric lines and shapes coming out of his body. But everybody else is a bit more normal. Okay, let's see. Let's make this. Let's give him a little bit of a neck thingy here. And You know what? After animating for so many days, I've been feeling, and this is a good thing, I've been feeling very loose about how I animate, which is, I think it's a good thing. Especially if I'm not gonna go for an ultra realistic style. I don't need to feel very stressed when I animate, and honestly, I don't feel stressed at all when I animate now. Like, I feel like I just gotta draw lines, and if it doesn't look perfect, it doesn't look perfect, but who cares? I'm making like, how many minutes of animation? It's gonna be 5 minutes of animation. I don't know. Going a little bit more loose and less careful for details is actually making the process that much more enjoyable, which is half the thing. Half the thing is making it look good, and the other half is enjoying the process. Because honestly, if I was feeling stressed after every single scene, I don't think I would be able to finish the project. But I finished a couple scenes where I was like, oh, it's not perfect, but Jesus Christ, I had a lot of fun doing it. So I think that's my new goal right now. Be able to let loose, and I'm feeling very loose right now. For example, I'm not. I promise you, I am working, but I'm not putting that much effort. Especially because I'm talking at the same time. So this is what I should have tried doing from the first moment. But you know, when you animate your first frames, like your first, let's say, 1,005 frames, yeah, those are stressful days, man. Those are really stressful days. But I feel like those days are past me right now. I think I've already evolved to my new level of animation where it's almost effortless, almost, not quite. I still have to think a little bit. So I want to stay here. I want to stay in a place where I go like I can just draw for 10 hours and it makes sense. Everything makes sense. Now let's see. Dun, 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 dun. People are talking a lot on the chat. Let me read it a little bit more. Let's see. Handsome guy. Who? Tortoise? The tortoise? Yeah, tortoise is really handsome. He is cute, but he's also our downfall. There's too many nerds here. Yeah, he is the destroyer of nerds, and we're all nerds. Mayo, I'm no nerd. Oh, T Creeper's not a nerd. Not really a nerd. Thumbs up. Damn, I like the Twitch emojis. It looks good. Thank you. It looks good, Calavera. Yeah, the Twitch emojis are... Okay, you mean... I actually use a lot of emojis from other places as well. We move over to YouTube, guys. Yeah, let me share a couple emojis here. The homunculus. I like sharing the homunculus one. This is the Twitch, the Discord. I'm sharing the homunculus. The adorable homunculus. Anybody who's here who hasn't joined yet, you can join. You're free to join. The link is right up there. Okay? I want more people there. I like people on the Discord as well. It's a great way to keep contact with all of you guys. Because, you know, like here on the YouTube live streams, we really talk to each other, but I think I feel like there's better communication from you guys to me, which is another thing. Here is more like me talking to you guys and answering to your stuff. But over there, we've had a couple calls there with Drew especially. I think Drew is the one who really likes doing the voice calls. And it's also been fun. So that's why joining the Discord would be a good idea if you like talking about cartoons and nerdy stuff, even if you're not a nerd. Sorry for burping again. My stomach is killing me. Okay, let's do this. Okay, here. The face of a handsome guy. Yes, it is. I think all my characters are handsome. I'm sorry, but I really think so. Especially the pumpkin. Indeed. Yes, they are. Because the thing about cartoons, and it's really unfair, it's still like real life. I think that if you make your characters kind of like pretty or handsome, it helps a lot for people to just sit down and watch whatever story you're trying to tell, which is unfair. I think that ugly characters should also have a chance to tell a story, but it is what it is. And I think all my characters are actually handsome. I will never go against that idea. If somebody says that your characters are ugly, I would go like, you can criticize them as much as you want, but no, you cannot call them ugly. They're not ugly. They're all pretty people. Come on. People are saying he just handsome in his own way. Who is handsome in his own way? In their own way? No, I think they're just handsome. Period. That's they're just, they look good. No, yeah. No, Calavera is definitely quirky looking. Honestly, like if you saw him in real life, it would be like The scar should be jarring than the huge eye bags, I guess. I mean, you would have to be into really broken people to find Calavera attractive in real life, I think. He looks like he's a mess. But, yeah. I know a lot of people like that anyway. Like, look at Pete Davidson. I'm not saying that Calavera looks like Pete Davidson, but they got that, you know, like, sickly look going on for them, I guess. Poor Pete. I mean, Pete knows that he looks kind of, like, sick. In a good way, like, people think he's attractive, but he does look kind of, like, sick. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the skin complexion or if it's the eye bags. I think it's everything, really. Oh. Also, he used to be really, really thin. I don't know if he's still that thin, but that could also be it. People are seeing stuff there. Ugly people have a sad backstory. I mean, my characters have sad backstories as well, but unfortunately, they're also good looking, honestly. They have both things. They have sad backstories and attractive faces. I mean, Calavera... No, honestly, now that I think of it, both Zara and Calavera are actually not symmetrical people. They're very asymmetric. So technically they should be ugly. Because Zara has literally one eye, and Calavera has a huge scar on the right side of his face. So technically they're ugly. But no, see, they're proof that law doesn't apply to them. Like the whole symmetry thing, I think that's bogus because I proved it with two characters that you can be asymmetrical and still look good. And they look fantastic. Come on. Ugly people have a sad backstory. Yeah, sadly, like my uncle always says, people dig scars. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they do. That's true. You're right. And no scars are symmetrical usually. Damn, not that bad. Not that bad. Okay. No. But honestly, these are all just jokes. Even if they have nice faces, my characters have a lot of stuff about their souls and their personalities that are going to be what's really interesting about them. I'm not just about looks, but looks help to, especially to bait people into watching it. But the interesting thing, and people should stay for their psychological profiles, really. I think that's going to be a lot more interesting. Especially as the story progresses, because at first I gotta start with comedy. I cannot just jump into like trauma. And how long will the stream be? Perhaps maybe 3 hours long, I think. I'm just animating and talking. Or as long as you people stay here. Honestly, if for some reason the three of you guys had to leave to do your stuff, I don't think that I'll be streaming for no people, you know what I mean? So, I can stream for 3 hours, and you can stay for as long as you have to. If you're busy, don't worry, you can leave, and I can still stream even if it's just less people, or I just stop, whatever, but don't feel pressured into staying in the streams, okay? You just do your lives. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be drawing for 3 hours, and then take a break as usual. And yeah. I have to go at 8:30. For example, see, there you go. T Creeper's busy, that's perfectly fine. But I think I'm gonna be streaming for 3 hours. And we'll see how it goes. I'll be here for the whole stream. Lazy day. See? Miss Dead Guy's gonna be here. I'll probably be streaming with Miss Dead Guy. Because this is also how we chat, honestly. We're talking at the same time as I stream. And who knows, maybe other people will join. I think Baphomet tends to join after she's working. And that's usually a couple hours into the stream. So maybe she'll join later. Who knows? And Victoria's also here. And that's it. As long as I have 2 people watching, I think I'm going to stay streaming for 3 hours. But as I said before, just feel free to hop in and out. There's no problem with that. Let's see. Let's bring in the lines here, 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 here. These frames are so chaotic. I like them. I like chaotic frames. And here. I gotta bring this guy here, maybe. Yeah, there you go. This is the best thing about Calavera. The mad scientist. Yeah, he is kind of mad. In fact, if I'm able to actually like do a whole series, I want to tell the story of Calavera's evolution as a person. And I want to show people the really douchey, selfish side of him that he has at first. Like, I want him to be like a bad character, but not even like a good villain. You know how villains are usually like cool, or they're in control. They're like, you know, like powerful people. He is not that. He's actually weak. He is a little bit cowardly, a little bit pathetic, and stuff like that. And I want to show his evolution into a more complete person as he meets the other characters in the team. He essentially becomes a better person because of them. And I'm excited to show him on his worst, at his worst, because it's really funny how much of a dick he is. If I mix booger color and really light green, what will I get? You will get the uranium core, because that's essentially the colors I always use for everything. Booger color and light green. It's light, and it has a little bit of yellow to it, you know? The green I use for the highlights. Yeah. Those are the two best colors in the world. I also like mixing a lot dark blue with orange. Those are some color combinations that I really like. Let's see. Oh, I missed the mark here. The waistline's a bit lower. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shoot. Okay, I'll mix it. Yeah, go ahead and mix it. The mad scientist mad because of his face. Yeah. Oh, you mean mad as in angry? I thought you meant mad as in crazy. I mean, he is both, I guess. Oh, I finished the torso. That was fast. Yeah, that was fast, right? Okay, we have the torso ready. Let's get rid of this composite and see what the torso is looking like so far. Oh, I missed a couple of straps for the apron. Let's look.
Hey, stop that!
That is so chaotic without context. Like, if you look at the face and the hands, that motion makes sense, but without them, they don't make any sense. Let's see it again.
Hey, stop that!
In fact, I think there's like one keyframe that I'm probably gonna drop out, which is this one right here. I think it's funny that he goes from this position, he lifts his hands up and goes back down to make the motion more exaggerated, but honestly, there's so much going on that I think it's gonna be confusing. Let's look at it again, one more time. Let's look at it.
Hey, stop that!
Nah, I'm gonna keep it. It looks funny. I'm gonna keep it, and if it doesn't look good, I'm gonna get rid of it later. So that's a good thing. I can always draw it and be like, oh, okay, it didn't work, and just get rid of it later on. Okay, now let's go with the hands and the head. First, I'm gonna go with the hands. So I think we have a hand R right here. Hand R would be the one behind the table. So, but it would be in front of the body anyway. That's weird how it's in front of one thing and behind the other one. No, actually it's behind the body, so it's perfectly positioned there. Let's draw another one for the left hand, which I think is going to be more important. I'm gonna take off my hoodie. It's got kind of hot in here. Okay. What time is it? Still early. It's getting itchy, man. Okay, let's change the name of this ASDF to Calavera. Hand left. Will you ever face reveal? I've done it a couple times. I mean, I'm not hiding my face or anything. I'm not like Dream. I've done it a couple times, but the problem is that you know, since I'm animating, I kind of need to show you guys the whole setup of the program. So I usually don't add my face because of that. Also, my webcam is not that good, but I think my first few streams were showing my face, and I figured that my face took up too much space of the screen. Did it though? Did it backfire? Dream's face reveal. I mean, his face literally was what one should expect. Like, it was literally just a guy. Just a teenager at that. Now they make memes of him. Yeah, because people are jerks anyway. It doesn't matter. Also, like, I think, like, how many subscribers does Dream have? He's got, like, 5, 6, 7 million, right? Probably. I think once you get that big, you're gonna get bullied either way. 31 million subscribers. Jesus Christ, that is so many subscribers. So that's why it's the number. I think that once you get more than 10 million subscribers, you're gonna get a lot of people bullying you, because it's just statistics when you think about it. Like, how many people do you know in your life? Like, let's say you meet 100 people, right? So if you know 100 people, and maybe 5 of them have an issue with you, right? 5 people of those 100 people that you know have a problem with you, and maybe if they ever got together, they'd be like, hey, let's talk shit about this guy or this girl. And you'd be like, why? It's like, just statistics. If you meet 100 people, 5 of them are not gonna like you. But imagine that you met 31 million people. You know 31 million people. Now those 5 people would become like, how many people would that be? Would be like 1 million people. You know what I mean? There's 1 million people online probably that hate Dream just because of how he looks, or no reason even. They don't need a reason to hate him. So he's gonna get like really made fun of, just out of the sheer number of people that know him. No one can look like a real life anime character. No, no one should actually. No one should look like an anime character. That's the one thing I hate about the artist community. And not, okay, maybe hate's too big of a word. Is that when they create their own avatars, they make themselves in a very idealized version of themselves, and I hate that because when you see them, it's very different. Like the way they perceive themselves to what they actually look like. So I think that if you make an avatar of yourself, it should be either non-human at all, or you should keep it realistic at least. Because some people have these like anime kawaii avatars, like they look really good as avatars, and then you look at them, you're like, oh, you're way different than your avatar. And I don't know, I feel like it's kind of delusional when you make your avatar too good looking and it's supposed to be you. Like if I make an avatar of myself, I'm gonna make myself look either non-human at all, or make at least a not very good looking human, just a normal looking human, because I am a normal looking human, dude. I'm not a kawaii anime character. I cannot be that. That standard is way too high for me. And yeah. That's my 2 cents on artist avatars. Keep it simple. Or you know what? Even better, commission the avatar to somebody else that can be kind of realistic with how you look. Because if you do it yourself, you might end up idealizing yourself too much. It's kind of cringe. I mean, it's kind of mean what I'm saying, right? I'm saying people are uglier than they think they are. So when you put it that way, I'm the jerk, maybe. Society really is ugly. No one can look like an anime character now. Yeah, I make mine cartoony. Yeah, if you make yourself really cartoony, then there's no problem usually. I do draw anime actually, but not like from TV shows, movies. I draw different. Of course, everybody's got their own style. Even anime from television is different one from the other. So it's not like there really isn't one anime style. But you say animate to just save time because like we kind of know what you mean, kind of. But even then, that's not very specific. Let's see what it looks like now. Let's get rid of the sketch for a second and see what this looks like.
Hey!
Yep, the hands are looking fine, and it really gives context to why the torso is moving the way it is. So let's keep going. Sorry. Damn, I've burped like 10 times already. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a pig. I'm disgusting. 7 minutes until my iPad is done updating, it says. Good. Updating your iPad is very important. Victoria says, the one thing I really hate about anime is that they make girls with big chests. Yeah, I think design-wise, some people have big chests. The problem is, for example, One Piece, I think. One Piece has an issue with that. Every character has big chests. And not even just big, because it's one thing to have big chests, it's another thing to be to have a ridiculous figure. Like I don't know. My problem is when proportion make no sense. Or also when there's too many big-breasted characters, like Bleach. I love Bleach, but that always bothered me. It was like every single character has a double D. That makes no sense. Not everybody has that kind of body type. So, oh well. Ironically, that show also has Rukia as the main female character. So maybe I'm wrong about Bleach. But Bleach, I think that aside from Rukia, every character has ridiculous proportions for their bodies. I mean, not ridiculous. Okay, some people have those bodies, but it's not everybody. Jesus, like every single character other than Rukia has the same body type. Same thing happens in One Piece. Every girl has the same body as Nami. So I don't know why people simp over Nami when she's like the most normal person ever in the show context. If everybody looks like that, then what's so special about looking like that? But yeah, I don't know. I like having variety. For example, Freya, my character, is very tall. She is kind of buff. Zara has big breasts. Actually, my character does have like a big chest, but she also have buff arms. So I'm focusing more on the buffness of the character, really more than anything. And when I create more characters, I'm gonna try to be a bit more varied with their looks. Not everybody has to look the same. Especially, I think that's the most important thing. People gotta look different. the creator of One Piece did that on purpose. Clearly, like it's very obvious when you watch One Piece. You go like, yeah, this guy knows what he's doing, and it's because he's really focusing on tween boys, which is so creepy. It's like you're drawing them specifically for like 12-year-old kids, and I don't know, that's so weird to do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Try to keep bodies more varied, I guess, if possible. But yeah, we know what anime is like. Honestly, like at this point, crying about it is kind of weird because we know what it is about. Unlike Pokemon, Pokemon doesn't do that. Thank God. That's creepy. Yeah, it is kind of creepy when you think about it because, like, if you don't give it much thought, you're like, yeah, whatever. But when you think about it, you're like, ooh, this is supposed to attract kids? Oh, that's weird. Yeah. But there are a lot of shows that don't do that. Pokemon doesn't do that, obviously. And what else? Attack on Titan. I actually enjoy that they never do anything like that. I think the only time they ever done something like that was with Mikasa and her abs. So it's a different direction as well. Like they made her buff, not the usual body type. I mean, still good looking, of course, obviously. But I think when you watch Attack on Titan, you never see like fan service or anything like that. Not usually. So that's pretty chill of them. But I think every single other anime has done it at some point, like Bleach, One Piece, obviously, Naruto even. Naruto's done it a few times. But Attack on Titan, I respect them because they never done that. They're always on serious mode, right? They're always thinking about surviving and whatever. And that's cool. And their characters are cute anyway. Like they do have cute girls, but they never, do fan service. I think fan service is really lame. The One Piece is real though. Yeah, that's the important piece of message that we should really talk about. I honestly I never watched One Piece, so I don't even understand the meme. I just like watching it again and again. My Hero Academia is the biggest perpetrator of that crime. Like they literally only do that crime again and again, and it's literally the one thing I don't like about the show because I've already said that I love it, but it has an issue with how they treat their characters that are girls, especially that's a key word, right? Girls, not even women. If you said women, you'd be like, okay, girls. So yeah, My Hero Academia has a huge issue, honestly. But I like the colors. The colors look nice. They have such nice color palettes anyway. Even though I can acknowledge that objectively, I cannot criticize them much because I really like the color palettes. Damn straight up. Yeah. Oh, you know which other show doesn't do that? I was gonna say Full Metal Alchemist, another show that I really respect through and through. Probably because the writer was also a woman, so that helps a lot, honestly. Like it shouldn't be, it shouldn't have to be written by a woman to not have that problem, but it shows, and it's good. I love Full Metal Alchemist. By the way, have you noticed that one of my characters is very similar to something from Full Metal Alchemist? The homunculus. The homunculus is very similar to the bad guy. I was watching the final scenes of the show, and I was like, hey, this is like if my character was evil. But no, my character's not evil. He's just kind of dark. But the dwarf in the flask is literally what homunculus is. Just a tiny little creature of goo that craves for knowledge. So we have that in common. I'm gonna try to make sure to not draw more stuff from that show, because my concept of homunculus is more like from the traditional lore, but the show has a lot of that as well, so I gotta steer away from that. But as I said before, the big difference in my character is not bad. Doesn't want to kill everybody to make a Philosopher's Stone. I'm also not gonna include a Philosopher's Stone on Calavera or Research Unit of Horrors. I could because it really fits everything else, but to avoid comparisons, I'm just gonna steer away from Philosopher's Stones at all. I'm gonna have leeches though. No, not leeches. I mean leeches, of course, but lich with an I. I watched the first episode of One Piece. It was boring. I hated the first episode. Yeah, but people usually say that the first seasons were bad, and the first episode is unbearably bad. I don't like it at all. I hate it. And have I watched Death Note? Yes, I have. It's amazing. It's a great show as well. Very smart. Very intelligent show. I think shows that are intelligent are also nice. But to be fair, you do need a high IQ to even understand the complexities of Rick and Morty. I'm kidding. I'm a dumbass. I'm a dumb person. I like smart shows, but just because you like smart shows doesn't mean you're smart. You can be dumb. I am dumb. But you know, Death Note does make you feel smart when you watch it. You're like, oh, I'm so smart for understanding it. And it feels good. To be fair. Oh, these hands look kind of weird. I love how I go back and forth with really mediocre hands and really good looking hands at the same time. Okay, so let's see what we have so far.
Hey, stop that!
Yep, oh, it's flashing. Shouldn't be flashing. Should stay here for a while. And then I need 2 more hands to finish the hand here. Have you watched Death Note? I watched some pieces of it. You should finish Death Note. It gets boring after the middle of the series. Like, but not even boring. It changes a lot, honestly, the show, after an important event in the middle of it. But still pretty good. Still better than a lot of the anime you would usually watch. Oh, by the way, this thumb looks kind of weird, right? Well, I think I'm gonna redo that fist again, because now that I'm looking at it, the thumb is kind of out of place, right? How would it go? Let me do the position at home. I'm raising my fist. Oh yeah, the thumb. Oh, both hands are wrong. They both have the thumb on the right side. So if you can do this, lift your hands up, put them in like fist positions, and check out how messed up the thumbs are in that drawing. They're terrible. You like the voice of Calavera? Yeah, Nelson Abrego is really talented. The guy who does Calavera's voice, I found him on Twitter. I think I was scouting for like voice actors, and I was looking at their video reels, and I was just liking and following some people that I might contact in the future. And then he talked to me, and he was literally my #1 choice for Calavera. He was like, "Hey, I saw that you make animations. I saw that you have these characters that are really cool. If you ever have a project or anything, feel free to contact me." And I was like, "Oh, actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, I was looking for a replacement for Calavera." And yeah. He contacted me first, which is, he's the only actor that contacted me first. Everybody else, I had to contact them because some of them are kind of big, so they're busy. Also, Ariana is also kind of like in the middle. She's like starting to get jobs, so I think I caught her right at the right moment, because I think that had it been a few more months, maybe she would already have a few acting gigs in like professional anime. Right now she's in the middle. She's starting with games, but she's really good. She's really talented. Like, and then the girl playing Freya, surprisingly enough, she's not very active online. She apparently is kind of more like a hobbyist more than anything. Like, she just occasionally does voice acting gigs, but her voice is fantastic as well. I was like, oh, why aren't you working more? And I think she has like a day job or something, and she doesn't work hard on her like social media presence. So I think that's why she's not doing as much as the other people are doing. Everybody else is like working their asses off all the time on voice acting, and I think that the actor for Freya is really talented as well. I think that she deserves more, to get more attention, but we'll see how it goes for her as well. And as I said before, and I still don't want to say the name, but the person playing Samhain is straight up famous. He is not a celebrity exactly. He's like an internet celebrity though, and he did a great job with Samhain as well. But I had to contact him, and actually I think it took him like 5 days to respond, to even be like, oh, there's this small YouTuber that wants to work with me. And then, you know what? Actually, he told me, he was like, oh, by the way, since this is a small project, maybe you want to start with these voice actors, or this is like the course of action that you could take. Like, he even oriented me. He was like, don't expect to make money on the first animation. Don't expect to just get 1 million viewers. Blah, 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 blah. He was like very professional about it. He was also like, dude, like where you are right now, I've been there. So don't have your expectations so up. And I was like, yeah, no, actually, I appreciate the talk. But I want to make the project really good though. So I'm still going to work with you. He was like, okay, if you know the conditions, let's get working, man. Send me the script. And amazing. Yeah. No. The most successful one is Samhain. And then Nelson is just getting started. He's really good. And I think he's going to get far. He's going to get really far. These 4 actors are going to be famous voice. One of them already is, but the other 3 are going to be like really famous very soon. I'm sure of that. They're crazy good at what they do. So I don't know about me, but they definitely will be. Because my problem is that if I ever have like a bad day and I stop animating, honestly, I can really fuck up everything that I've done so far. I think that I'm the one who has the most probability of not being successful, because if I just stop working for like a couple of months, I really lose a lot of viewership, and also like I gotta make a lot of content to really see my results. So I'm the one who has to be the most careful. They're definitely gonna do great. They also can't slack off, honestly. Of course, they also have to work hard. But I'm the one who can really just have a bad couple of months, and that's it. I'm done. That's why I gotta keep my motivation up at all times. That's why I'm animating my own stuff. Because if I animate my own characters, I feel really motivated all the time, and I'm very relaxed drawing. I told you I'm feeling very loose lately, which is an amazing thing. I didn't think I was gonna get here to a place where I was relaxing while drawing. Ooh, I ran out of breath there, dude. I gotta start working out again. You have faith in me. Yay! I like having people having faith in me. They're going to become amazingly good and successful actors. They will. I mean, you've already heard them how they act. They're really talented. They're really good. Really professional treatment as well. That's also good. Good attitude, good professionalism, and obviously good acting. That's the most important thing, of course. So we already know that. Now we need for everybody else to find out that as well. I also have another couple of voice actors that I want to include in the series, but of course, to include them, I gotta have a series first of all. So we gotta make the first 4 actors or characters successful enough so we can bring in the villains. I think that once I start like designing the villains, I'm gonna have so much fun. Like, because villains are such a fun thing to design, and I already have all the ideas for the villains for this show, and they're gonna be great. But I promise you, I haven't drawn like even half of them. I have drawn a couple of them a couple times, but I'm not completely happy or satisfied with the designs. But conceptually, I think they're really cool. Conceptually. Some of them are also Halloween oriented, and some of them are more like medieval oriented. So I have like both worlds colliding here. Because in other projects, I think what I made collide was more like sci-fi with Halloween. Here I'm colliding Halloween with medieval. So like imagine like Game of Thrones villains, but made more dramatic or more fantasy driven. Some of the villains are going to be more like that, more like related to monarchy, related to warlocks and wizards. But some of them are going to be very like literally just spooky Halloween stuff. So I'm doing both. Yeah, go Uranium. Yeah, keep doing what you like to do. I love doing this. This is really fun. And yeah. The villains. And for the villains, I already have a couple voice actors in mind. But to have villains, I need to have a series. So once I have a series, then I'm going to call those people. And they're also really good. Have very talented people on Twitter. Okay, now we gotta go with the next hand. I kind of fixed this one. I don't know if it looks great. I think it looks okay. Where's the guy? Here's the guy. Okay. And it looks kind of weird, but it looks better. It's at least anatomically correct this time. Because before, the thumbs were going the opposite way. So now, at least it makes more sense. Yeah, okay. And the size seems consistent enough, so it's good. I'm never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around. Yeah, I never give up. That's one thing that I'm happy I've been able to achieve, is not giving up for really long. I mean, it's a slow process, but thankfully I've had like a couple of like successful videos that have made me keep going like forward, like the Invader Zim When You Meme and the Joker one. And those ones really keep me going, because I see that there is potential for virality, you know what I mean? Like, if I can see a video getting like 500,000 views, I go like, hey, I can do this. It's possible. So as long as I keep getting some of those mini videos that are mini successful, I can think that it is possible to make an actual successful video, like 1 million views, you know what I mean? Like Vivsi got like how many million views on her video at first? Maybe like 4 million, and that's when she knew, oh, she's got it. I want to have one of those. I want to have a 2 million views video, and then I can be like, yep, I got this. Still haven't got there yet, but I'm hoping. Yeah, Never Gonna Give You Up, Amel, the song. I hear that song everywhere because everybody loves that song. It's a Rickroll. I mean, that's not the name, I guess. I call it a Rickroll anyway. Okay, let's check it out. Now, with this hand, as I said before, you understand the context of what's happening with the torso before it made no sense. Let's check it out.
Hey, stop that!
Yep. It makes a little bit more sense. Now we gotta add the other hand. Okay, so let's go for the other hand. Hand right this time. Same process, but I'm gonna get rid of the left hand. You love Rickrolling people, of course. Because Rickrolling is just like, it's healthy fun. Like, you are trolling people, but at the same time, you're not hurting anybody. It's not that mean. I think Rickrolling is the way to go. If you're gonna troll anybody, Rickroll them. Oop, I farted. Hey, stop that. And I like the fact that he goes really, he yells. The guy playing Calavera, Nelson Abrego, he yells. And that's one thing that I couldn't do myself. Because I live with roommates, you know what I mean? So if I'm here streaming, people are like, oh, he's just talking to the computer, whatever, that's fine. But if I start screaming at my computer, then they would be worried. They'd be like, what's wrong with this guy? What is his problem? So I need a professional actor with a booth, a recording booth, to be able to do that. And Nelson goes hard on screaming. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit. He just screams his lungs out. And I need that because especially in the future, I want to make scenes that require a lot of yelling. And I'm not going to do that. So I'd rather have him scream at his computer. That way I can just talk to my computer. I'm okay with talking to my computer. Laughing my ass off. Yes. Same thing with all the characters, honestly. Like, the way I write scripts, you know, I'm very inspired by Invader Zim, and I think I've already made that clear a couple times. So, some of my scripts are like, you read them, you go like, oh yeah, they're yelling here. They're definitely yelling. So, I'm glad that I have a lot of voice actors that are used to that. Because when you think about it, if you're not a voice actor, how many times have you actually grabbed the microphone and started yelling at it? Like, not usually, right? But these people, I've heard their reels and they're constantly yelling, so they're perfect. They're perfect for the roles. Samhain yells, Freya yells, Zara yells, Calavera yells a whole fucking lot. He's probably the yelliest out of them all. So yeah, oops, made a mistake here, copy this guy, bring it here, exposure, and bring the other hand here, there you go. A few more exposure frames, there you go. Wow, lol, Invader Zim inspired me too. Well, everybody's inspired by Invader Zim, I think. I'm kidding. No, but a lot of the people that watch my stuff tend to be huge fans of the Invader Zim for two reasons. First of all, obviously, the style reflects that, and my most successful videos are usually Zim inspired anyway, or Sim related, I would say. So if the algorithm gets you because of Invader Zim, then you go like, oh, he also does his own stuff. What do you do on your Newgrounds? I'm going to show you. I do the same stuff I do here, honestly. The same stuff. On Newgrounds, I post literally the same videos I post on YouTube. But not the streams, obviously. The streams are for YouTube only. But yeah, the same videos that you see that are successful on YouTube, they're here. And surprisingly enough, I think the most successful videos on YouTube are not the most successful on Newgrounds, and vice versa. Like, for example, my #1 video is, like, probably... which one? Oh, yeah, this is the problem with Newgrounds. Newgrounds, whenever you have music that's copyrighted, they just delete your video. YouTube just demonetizes it, which is fine by me. I have no problem with that. But Newgrounds straight up takes it away, dude. I hate that. So, I don't have the Joker Livesy meme. So, that's the most successful on YouTube. But the second most successful was When You. And here, it got like... people didn't like it. It got like 3 stars. Less than 3 stars. On Newgrounds, less than 3 stars means your video is bad. That's what it means, usually. So, people didn't like it. But they liked, for example, the Joker, saying, crazy frog. It had like almost 4 stars. 4 stars is really good on Newgrounds.
Crazy frog!
In fact, if you ever get over 4 stars, you're getting a really good video. If you're over it. I never got over 4. I usually get right below 4. I get like 3.9. You go fix that. You're gonna have to vote a few times on that video. But yeah, if you get 4 is when you start getting like the algorithms are showing you to everybody. So the closest I've gotten was 3.9, which is sad. I never got a 4. And yeah, that's my goal with this video. I want to get like a 4.2, something like that. if I get a 4.2, then I'll get in like top 5 videos of the day. And once you get in the top 5, then the owner of the website might find it and be like, oh, I'm gonna share this on the front page. And if you get to the front page, it's gonna stay there for maybe a week, and then that's really gonna bring the numbers up. So that's really the goal. Eventually. Did somebody order the crispy dip? Yes, somebody did. Okay, let's keep going. So I was animating the right hand. Give me a second, I'm gonna check my Wi-Fi just in case. Yeah, Wi-Fi's good. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Wi-Fi is good. It's just I gotta check my Wi-Fi on my laptop that's far away from here. I'm working on my desktop, and I usually use my laptop as a Wi-Fi receiver, which is kind of stupid, but the Wi-Fi router is really far away from my desktop, so I cannot just plug the Ethernet cable. How does it feel to be in the Outback Steakhouse? Earthling or Earthen? Yeah, he says something weird. Okay, let's keep going. Hand writes. We were trying hand write, so we have a couple hand writes here, and we gotta add a new hand write here. By the way, yeah, I took away the hand left. That's why you can't see it. Okay. Hey Uranium, how are you doing? Mr. Scan, you joined a live stream. Nice. Haven't seen you in the live stream for a while. I'm doing great. We are animating another Calavera scene. This one is him fighting the tortoise. Overlapping laughing intensifies. Nice. I think this one I'm just gonna keep it as a... Oh, that looks weird actually. That doesn't even look like a hand. I'm gonna try to make it look more like a hand. And yeah, I'm doing good. What about you, Mr. Skin? How have you been doing? Have you been doing okay? How were the holidays? I think we haven't spoken since before Christmas, probably. Like, you have, like, dropped in and out of the Discord chats sometimes, but I haven't heard much of you. Like, you were drawing a lot before. Are you still drawing? Hey, Skin. Yeah, Skin's here. Skin's here. Let's go another frame over here. There. Whose Skin is? Skin is literally the original. He is the original. He's been here before everybody else. He's been here before I was here, actually. No, I'm kidding. No, but Mr. Skin, he's a guy that we watch each other's art, and he's been on my Discord servers way before, and on Instagram and everything. He usually joins the YouTube lives. He used to before a lot more. Now he's been busy, maybe because of the holidays or whatever. But it's only been a couple weeks. Like, I don't know. Let's see. This. Maybe add a thumb here, right? Yeah. Thumb here makes sense. And I don't know. Let's see. Miss That Guy has also been like in the Discord servers. Not the Discord servers. Miss That Guy's been more on Instagram, I think. We used to have a chat on Instagram, I remember. It didn't go well. Because I don't know what happened with the notifications that I stopped getting them. And I was confused by when people were talking there. Also, I don't really love having Instagram giving me notifications anyway. Oh yeah, that was it. The poor tortoise fate is coming. Yeah, Mr. Skin is the one guy here who knows what's going to happen to everybody. He's already read the script, and he's actually seen the full storyboard or animatic. No, not animatic yet, because it didn't have the voices yet. Mr. Skin has seen the entire storyboard. Because I've already told him that I want to work with him on this project, but the problem is that I cannot share these files with people in the sense that I haven't found a way to make the work pipeline more efficient. And if I gave him the files that I'm working on now, and we work the way we worked before, because we have worked before, it would take him forever to finish anything. Like, I'm literally, like, each shot has like 100 frames, each of them. And I'm like, if he had to color them and clean up the line art, it would be madness. He wouldn't be able to do it in a month. And I feel bad if I had to send him that kind of homework and maybe give him like $20 at the end of the month. That would be like really little money. So I'm still like doing research on how to make my pipeline possible to work with other people. Because honestly, it's like really impossible right now. Unless you have the actual software. We had this conversation the other day with Baphomet. Because she said the same thing. She was like, I want to help. And I'm like, yeah, I want you guys to help. But if I send you the files the way they are right now, like raw, and you use it on Clip Studio Paint or Photoshop or whatever, unbearably too much work. It's way too much. So I need to find a way to make the vectors go to whatever software they're using, and I still haven't found a way. It's really hard. I'm anywhere and everywhere. That's good. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, the problem with Toon Boom, even though it's amazing, is that it really forces you to work with other people that use Toon Boom, or pay the consequences for it. And you know, Toon Boom is fucking expensive. It's really expensive. So I think that that's why they make the pipeline the way it is. They make it so that you have to buy like a what we call like a license for a company, for an industry. So if you were like animating in an office, you go like, oh, I gotta buy Toon Boom for everybody. Otherwise, we won't be able to work with each other. And I think that's a really smart business decision for Toon Boom, I mean, and for companies, because Toon Boom, the thing is that I hate that they're forcing you to work with other people with Toon Boom, but at the same time is that it's so good. It's such a good software anyway. So maybe it is worth it, but it is cost prohibitive. I wanted to sound smart there. I said cost prohibitive. Did I say that right? I'm gonna look it up on Google. Cost prohibitive. I think I said it the right way. Yeah, prohibitive. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not usually a smart guy. I don't know why I'm trying to use big words. I'm trying to impress you. That's why. You have to pay for everyone. Exactly. Yeah, you pay for like a license that is bigger than for just one person. And in the long term, I think it's for the best. But you know, you gotta make sure that you can afford it as a company. Because you know, people animating Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, Bob's Burgers, all of those guys are using Toon Boom Harmony, and they get really good quality. And the pipeline apparently is really quick compared to other shows. So I think it is a good investment in general. But for guys like us, indie creators, I think it's a lot more complicated to even get started on Toon Boom. Yeah. No, it's yeah. The Simpsons. I mean, you can say whatever you want about the new seasons being poorly written, which they are. Like there's no denying that. But the animation is fucking smooth. I mean, it's lost a lot of its charm, honestly. But the animation still was smooth. Come on, like I don't think you should be able to really criticize the animation of The Simpsons now. The biggest criticism that you can say is that it's lost its charm from the '90s, which it has. You know why? Because it's not the '90s anymore. The '90s were over a while ago. So, of course, it's not gonna look like a '90s TV show because it's not. But it looks really good for the standards of a 2020s cartoon. And Rick and Morty, again, same thing. You can complain about its writing being weird or creepy at times, which it fucking is. But the animation is really good, especially for Rig Puppets. Rig Puppets tend to lack flavor, and that show surprisingly does a good job at keeping some personality, even though all the characters are clearly Rig Puppets. So I don't know, they deserve props for that. Also, the backgrounds are pretty intricate. Like if you only focus on the characters being Rig Puppets, you're missing the big picture, which is the background. Jesus Christ, some of the backgrounds are insane. And I don't know, I respect the Rick and Morty crew, honestly, the animators. Dan Harmon is a bit of a creep, though. I've heard a lot of things about him being kind of weird, especially with like employees and with the writing of the show, like including too much incest, for example. That might be true. Imagine watching The Simpsons in Spanish. Yeah, why not? Why not? If you speak Spanish and you want to watch it dubbed. There's a funny phrase I like saying again and again. It's like, pero mero! It's like because Marge, when she speaks Spanish, she calls Homer Homero. And I think that's funny. I'm not saying Spanish is funny. I mean, I speak Spanish myself. I would never say Spanish is a funny language necessarily, but pero mero is funny. Come on. Pequeño demonio. Yeah, Homer's voice in Spanish is crazy as well. It's like very... I don't know what it is like, but they have good voices. Try Jaime on Life. Yeah, but that's the other guy. That's the other guy that's also a creep. Because, Mr. Skin, remember I shared with you the original animations of the other guy? His name is Justin Roiland, yeah. He's also another creepy guy. He had animations that included, like, child abuse. It's, like, really dodgy, dark humor. But it was, like, too edgy, you know what I mean? Like, I make edgy comedy sometimes, but that guy went hard with dark comedy. And I'm not talking about Dan Harmon anymore. I'm talking about Justin Roiland. You know, the original Rick and Morty animation was about Morty doing something that was not good with his grandfather. It was so messed up. It was really fucked up. And yeah, both of them are kind of creepy when you think about it. But whatever. I mean, I'm not judging them for who they are as people because I don't know. I don't want to be the first one to cast a stone. But Jesus Christ, those animations were creepy. And I haven't played the game High on Life. I think Justin Roiland we want spooky. Not exactly. Yeah. We want like creepy, but in a fun way, like Tim Burton creepy, not like my uncle creepy. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because Justin Roiland really he made really edgy comedy before. I think working on Rick and Morty made him even more neutral, like calmer. He's gotten more like acceptable by society. You know what I mean? Because before, when he was working online, he was deranged. He was making really fucked up content, and it was funny, some of it, but he was really pushing the boundaries too much for my taste. And I think network television made him a more, I think it made him. I think it made him a better writer in general. But that stuff is still online. Like, you can still find it. Like, if you want to look it up, look it up. I wouldn't recommend it. It's really fucked up. I don't know. That's why I avoid that kind of comedy. Even if it's not that gross. But I still, like, kind of don't want to do... What's the word? He was restrained from the edgy, weird art animation. Yes. Yeah, that's what money does. Once the producer were like, yeah, you're not going to do that stuff anymore, please. And don't even talk about it. Like, I'm sure that the guys at Adult Swim told him to not even talk about his previous animations. Try watching South Park. But that's the thing about South Park. South Park was edgy, but they have always worked right on the line. You know what I mean? They were like, oh, this is the boundary. We're going to touch the boundary, but we're not going to cross it. Not really. Not 100%. I mean, they did cross it a couple times here and there. But Justin Roiland only crossed the lines and did it on purpose. He was like purposefully being a weirdo all the time, just to shock people. And that's where a lot of his funny stuff came from. Honestly, like he was adventurous in his comedy, and it does have results sometimes. But when it misses, oh boy, it just looks weird. I don't know. I try to avoid conflictive comedy. Honestly, I don't like doing racial stuff or sexual stuff. I don't like it. I think it's not worth the laugh, usually. But I do like making, as Miss that guy said, spooky, creepy art, but like Tim Burton creepy. That's okay. I don't think that I'm playing with fire ever. Not really. Okay, let's look what it looks like now. Let's see.
Hey, stop that!
He looks so weird with that head and without lens.
Hey, stop that!
Yep. Uranium is such a spooky name. Yeah, Uranium is actually more sci-fi oriented, really. Because I also want to make a lot of sci-fi as well in the near future. But first I'm working on my Halloween stuff, and then I'm going to work on my sci-fi stuff when I get more budget. Because this is actually half sci-fi and half that. Oh, we got another guy, Rourke. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Rourke. Like Mickey Rourke. Sorry, guy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm such a goofball. Let's keep drawing, dude. But yeah, Uranium Core. I think it's because I really like sci-fi, science, and nuclear energy. I think it looks cool. Mr. Skin is also a cool name as well. Jurassic Periarch. Okay. Okay, let's look at it with a sketch because the face conveys a lot of the motion actually. So we still need the face.
Hey, stop that!
Okay. So you like my animations work? Nice. Thank you very much. I like when people say they like my animations. It makes me feel happy. Because sometimes I animate stuff and I'm like, I don't even know if people are watching them. And some people are watching them. And some people enjoy them. Some people enjoy watching me animate them, which is really cool. It's the best thing. Honestly. Let's see. Now, I have already spoken about this before, but I'm still going to mention it. I am so disappointed that I'm not using my rig puppets anymore for the faces. Because the results are okay, but the best results are always frame by frame. Surprisingly enough. It's like I never learned my lesson, because I'm always looking for for shortcuts to make animation faster, but I always end up at the same place, which is square one. You gotta draw it every single time. There is no shortcutting for good 2D animation, not really. Because rig puppets, once you get really good at it, you can do something that is pretty convincingly good. But it's still rig puppets, man. Like, honestly, as good as Rick and Morty is as a rig puppet show, it would look better if it was, like, hand drawn. You know what I mean? So, oh, we should know. Mr. Skin's trying to embarrass me in front of my new friends. Yeah, Mr. Skin follows me on Instagram from a long time ago on the Uranium core. And I was doing experiments with rig puppetry. And you know on which software of all softwares? On After Effects. And I was doing my research and I was sharing stuff because when I learn, I like to share my stuff even if I'm not good at it yet. And that's literally the worst animation I ever made. And it was just a test because I was working with inverse kinematics. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show it to you in a second. And it was terrible. But then I made another animation with Mr. Giggles, Dr. Giggles, which is my clown character. Clown murderous character. And he looked better as a... it wasn't even a frame-by-frame animation either, actually. It was traditional, but it was not frame-by-frame because there was barely any motion. But I'm going to show you the original Rick puppet. It was terrible. It was so bad. Because I got the hang of doing Rick puppets for faces, but never for bodies. For bodies, I never did a good job. So let's give it some context, right? So this is my Instagram. And yeah, so these are the characters that I have for another series. Very Halloween-y, by the way. About two horror movie slasher killers, right? I actually have the pilot here on YouTube, and as I said before, it's not fantastic. It's not my best work, but you know, like these characters, I like them. I think they're very fun, and I think that I still want to work with them in the future if I have the opportunity. But this is more like a fourth or fifth project on my list of important projects, I would say right now. And yeah. The first test I did was this one. Let me see if I find it. Oh, it's so bad. Let's play it. But this is not on YouTube, okay? This is just an experiment. And let's see. Yeah. So let's see where I failed, which is pretty much everywhere. Okay, yeah. Okay, the first thing that I failed was the style. The style was not congruent with the animation technique, I guess. So I have like really thin lines on the outside. It's very bitmap-ish, which bitmaps are okay if you're going to do frame by frame, but if you're going to do flash, ugh, no way. And then each piece is just so cardboard cut. Like, they don't ever vary a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. Thank you, Victoria, for lying. I'm kidding. No, but, no. I mean, come on, let's be real. This is how some people animate on YouTube or on the internet, Newgrounds, stuff like that. But it's because, you know, this is a good way to save money and time. And, you know, when you're an indie animator, I guess you gotta use some tricks to make animation possible, you know? Like, it's not even possible if you really do animation, like, frame by frame all the time. Like, what I'm doing right now is really hard. And here's when I redesigned the character, and I was like, okay, let's make the character look good, at least as an illustration. And then after I made the illustration, I started working on the pilot. And the animation is also very... It's not very fluid. It's very... I said it before, it's very panel-based. I was focusing on the panels really more than anything else. So there's not a lot of motion. The backgrounds, I did pay attention to the backgrounds, though. And it's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's this one. Yeah, that's what I thought as well. The backgrounds look okay, honestly. And the animation is very, like, I'm just moving the mouth, maybe moving the hand once or twice. I was focusing more on the composition, really. Then also the voice actors were me, which I'm not good, by the way, and Marcus Shaw, who did the When You meme of Invader Zim. He's really talented as well. I want to work with him again. But yeah, this was a good first project for like a mini pilot. But you know, I still have a lot to learn, even right now. And this is when I started working on Calavera, which was my second pilot idea. And the animation for these characters are so smooth. The ones that I'm working now, or the other one? I don't know. Oh, Homunculus had a huge head at first. The first design I made of Homunculus had a gigantic head. He looked like an alien. I think I prefer him with a more middle-sized head. Goodbye, T Creeper. It was fun having you here. And yeah. I'm always evolving, always learning, or whatever. I think even with this pilot, which I think already looks pretty good, I still have a lot to learn. So maybe the next one will be better. And I will look back at this one and be like, oh, that was terrible, and I'll be right probably. But right now I'm really happy with my results. I think it's looking really sharp, what I've done so far. So I'm gonna keep working on it. Yep. Yeah. Oh, the forehead. This guy's forehead. There you go. Let's get rid of excess lines. Let's see what people are saying. So bye, T Creeper. Miss that guy says bye. Okay, I gotta go. Oh, you gotta go too as well, Victoria. Oh, everybody's leaving at the same time. But we still have Mr. Skin and Miss that guy, so we can still have people. No problem. Yeah. It's fine. No, don't worry. Oh, the neck. I gotta draw the neck on the body, actually, not here. Goodbye. Don't worry. See you later. Now let's start drawing the hair. So yeah, frame by frame is the way to go either way. That's what I learned after a million times trying to make my life easier by using rig puppetry. But in the end, I think rig puppets are gonna go elsewhere. They're not my thing, I think. Which animators on YouTube use rig puppets? I think that the best one probably is the guy working on Salad Fingers. He's probably the best rig puppeteer on YouTube because he really embraces the rig puppetry of everything. So that's why he's so good at it. I was trying to convey traditional animation with rig puppets, so I guess that was just the wrong idea anyway. Yeah, Miss That Guy's still here, and he's not living here yet. The best one is Uranium. No, I'm not. No, but I'm not in rig puppets, definitely, because I haven't even learned enough about rig puppets to be like even considered for anything. And for frame by frame animation, that is what I actually do. But then the competition gets a lot more fierce. There's a lot of good animators in frame by frame here. And yeah. You know who's my favorite frame by frame animator on YouTube? Probably it's probably Happy Harry, or Harry. What was his name? Harry Partridge is his name, I think. He's probably like my favorite frame by frame animator. He really nails traditional very well. He's been doing amazing work. He's really funny as well. But even without the comedy, which is of course what attracts most people, I think the animation itself is always very high quality. There's the frame by frame anime. Oh no, what about Zoirol? I don't know how to pronounce his name. Zoirol and Happy Harry are my favorite ones. Both of them. Technique wise, content wise, also they're pretty good. The content's really good. They're both funny, creative, and great animators. So those are the guys I look up to. Because then you got like the funny YouTubers, which are like Oni G, Psychic Pebbles, and sorry. Oh, I burped like 10 times already. And what's the other guy? Aaron. They're funny people, but I think Happy Harry is just so good at animating. That's why he's my favorite. And Zoirol's also really great. I'm always going back to watch Monkey Wrench again and again just to figure out what he's doing, because he's using Toon Boom, you know? If somebody's using the same software as you and is doing an amazing job, you gotta be like, I gotta do some research, like what are they doing that I can implement in my stuff. And I watch his stuff and I never figure it out. I go like, I don't know exactly what he's doing, but he's doing it great. And one thing he does way different from me is that he really focuses on only animation for a long while, and then he starts working on the compositing. Maybe that's one thing that I gotta do. Focus on compositing later, not while doing the scene. I'm gonna still keep doing it because right now, honestly, is how I know how to work. But maybe I just gotta focus on the actual line work first for a long while, and then focus on composition maybe a month later. But I like doing compositing as soon as possible, and adding effects and lighting and all that shebang. I really like it. Okay, let's see. Dun. This trick I'm doing right now is a very surreal thing to do. Just draw and start deleting the excess lines. like a madman. And I love it. It's the best thing ever. Oop. Oop. Yeah. Down. The best one. Down. Let's see. So how does it look without the sketch? Does it look better? Yeah. Then we gotta bring back the same head shape. Or am I gonna use a different head shape for the other one? Is the Calavera animation dropping on Halloween? Probably, because it's taking me so long to make it, then maybe. I was hoping... At first I was hoping February, but now that we're in January, I realize how insane that is. Maybe March. No, not March. It's gonna be definitely after April. So, you know, maybe Halloween. Might as well, right? No.
Hey, stop that!
I mean, it's a slow process,
Hey!
but I think I said it before on Twitter and Instagram maybe, that I've already finished 10% of the animation. Like, I have 10% of it finished. So it's not that crazy that I will finish it eventually. I've done a good job at working on it. But now it's still a long way to go, man. Ooh, see, this is on Krita. Halloween's gonna be fitting. Yeah, but you know, I gotta fight the king of Halloween anyway. Do you have a streaming schedule? I kind of have it. Summer, yeah, summertime I think will be the right day. You know why? Because I think I should also work on the marketing. And now that I'm working so much on the actual video, maybe some marketing will be good. Do I have a streaming schedule? I've been streaming consistently on Saturdays, except for the one of Christmas, because I had to stream on Friday, I think. But I want to keep it consistent, but as I said before, I'm moving very soon to Arizona, and I don't know what my schedule is going to be like during the move. But after I'm settled there, and I don't even know if I'm going to buy a new computer. I might. So January, I'm definitely going to be streaming all Saturdays, like yesterday I did. And once we get to February, I'll tell you what my streaming schedule is going to be, and I'm going to try to keep it very consistently. Because I noticed that Twitch does have the option of like setting a schedule, but I just realized I hate Twitch. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I don't want to use that. So maybe I'm going to just bring the schedule to YouTube and post it on my description or somewhere. But yeah, it's mostly going to be Saturdays at this time. Sundays, today I'm streaming here because I was streaming on Twitch and I didn't want to just stop. So I just brought it to YouTube. But no, today on YouTube was very improvised. Summer, I'm going to try to post it on April, May. Yeah, that's summertime already. Yeah, okay. Summer. Yeah, Mr. Skin, you're right. It's going to be in summer. Summertime is so far away from now. It's winter. Oh my god, it's going to take so long. I really wish I could do this much faster. Come on.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, I'm going to draw different shapes for the head there. Okay, let's draw different shapes for the head then. No problem. Because the more drawings you have and more variety, the better. Usually, not necessarily. So here I'm going to deform him just a little bit, so there's some amount of motion, which is important. I feel like August, but that's better because you would have much more time doing it. Yeah, exactly. Now, Mr. Skin is saying something that is very important, especially for this project, which is that now that I'm already working so hard on this project, might as well really go the extra mile and maybe give it another month for editing and stuff like that. He does make a good point, but I have already mentioned it before. I am very impatient. Like, I think I'm going to want to post it as soon as possible, but maybe I got to fight that urge and maybe do some reshots, you know, like a Hollywood producer. Maybe rework some scenes if they're not completely perfect. For example, from the ones that I already have finished, there's already a couple shots that I think that can be improved, which are, for example, this one. When the turtle goes up, I mean, I still haven't even animated this turtle. I gotta animate this turtle. But Zara's looking kind of static there. I don't like static looking, so maybe I'm gonna add some motion to her, even though she's just standing still. And also the walk cycle of the turtle here is kind of like, it's a little bit too little frames, I would say. Maybe add more frames. That's it. But you know, once you have colored and added effects to your stuff, redrawing more frames is usually a pain in the neck, so I haven't done it yet. But I might do that. Like once I finish the 100% of the animation, maybe I can just go back to those things for another month and just rework some of the scenes that really needed it a little bit more. But for example, this one I'm okay with. I don't think I'm going to change this shot anymore. I think I'm happy with this one. Yeah, or make her cape flowing with the wind as well. That would actually do a lot, honestly. It would just add more dynamic stuff to it. So that is a good idea. That is a great idea, actually. Because here, the cape is moving a little bit. So that helps as well. Yeah. That's a good idea, Miss That Guy. But yeah, I gotta be more patient for this project in particular. I've rushed other projects because I just wanted to get rid of them and move on to the next thing. But I've put so much effort and a little bit of money on this one, so maybe give myself even more time than usual. Yeah, you're both right. So yeah, maybe summertime. Let's say August. Oh, it's so far away from now. It's just that I want people to see it. That's my problem. I want people to see it now. I gotta stop being such a baby. But yeah, as I said before, since the process has become so enjoyable now recently, I don't think I'm gonna have much of an issue waiting so long. As long as I can, just unwind while I'm doing it, I think it's gonna be fine. Maybe make her keep floating the wind. I'm like that. Calavera dropping 2024. Come on, Mr. Skin, don't do that. He's going the extra mile. He's not even 2024, 2025. Come on. Coming next decade. At this point, might as well. No. And it depresses me because I'm thinking of how to turn this into a full-on series. And if I'm just putting out the mini pilot, it's not even the full pilot. This is a mini pilot in 2024, for example, which is obviously a joke. I hope it is. I hope it doesn't become a reality. Then when am I gonna post a full pilot? Then it's gonna take me another 2 years to make the full pilot, like a 20-minute episode. And then once I'm done with the full 20-minute episode, how long is it gonna take me to make more episodes? 20 years? Oh, come on, no. I'm gonna tell a full story. In that time frame, I'm not gonna be able to tell anything. I'm just gonna be able to be like, hello, this is Calavera, and this is Zara, and this is Freya. Goodbye. We're done with the show. And I don't want that to happen. I wanna have at least 10 episodes. Come on, at least 10. Give me that. And for that, I gotta be faster, dude. Okay. Here. I like these fast lines. Joom, so fast. This guy's hair is preposterous. It can drop the same day that my comic releases, 3033. Oh, come on, I'll be dead by then. By 3033. Or who knows, maybe I'll be the first immortal person, and I'll be able to watch the show and the comic book. Hopefully. Oh, come on. Yeah, these projects take a lot of time. Oh my god. I don't know. The thing is that I do have a lot of love for these characters, so I don't mind waiting as long. It's a really huge sacrifice I'm doing right here. Which makes me imagine, like, I don't know how many people helped Vivsy with her project, with Has Been Hotel. But, like, if she did that herself, that would be incredibly insane. I know she didn't work on it herself. Like, she had people helping her. But still, like, I think she says it took her a year to produce it. I don't know how much help she got, but that's like 28 minutes of animation. So now I try to imagine what it would be like to create 28 minutes of animation the way I'm doing it right now. And I don't think it would take me 1 year. I think it would take me way longer than 1 year. It would take me like, what's the number? 10 years. Not kidding, no. Not 10 years, but 5. Yes, 5 years. Sounds reasonable for my rate, for my speed. So I don't understand how she did it. Kudos to her, though, of course. Vivian is very patient. Now, can you be patient, Uranium? I can. I mean, I'm trying it. It should drop on the next buffet. Oh, buffet the Pumpkinhead. That's gonna take even longer. Because I already said for Buffy the Pumpkinhead, I really need to have like a steady income to keep working on that. That's gonna take longer because steady income in art, oof, that sounds far away from right now. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. I need money. I'm sorry, people. I wish I could only work for my art without thinking about the monetary issues that it conveys, but I really can't. I gotta feed myself. I gotta pay for rent and stuff like that. Because if it wasn't for rent, I would be doing both. I would be doing animation and comic books at the same time. I wouldn't care, but you know, I gotta work. I gotta feed my family. I'm kidding. I don't have a family. I'm a lonely guy. But I don't have enough time to not work on other stuff. Dun, 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 dun. But once I start getting like funded or something for some reason, then yeah, I would like to keep working on the comic book as well. We'll start GoFundMe for you. I think GoFundMes are more for like important things, though. I don't think they're for like comic book projects. We should start Kickstarter, if anything. Kickstarter is more for like artistic projects. GoFundMe is more for like people that need surgery. I would hate to take space from them. I think that they need the money more than I do, though. Potentially, who knows? I think it's funny how I drew the same face essentially twice. But I promise you that I've done the experiment. It will be beneficial in the end. It's going to add more dynamism to the whole shot. It's not going to look so rigged or puppet-like, which is good. We need surgery for your animation. Okay, if we need surgery for my animation, then I agree with you. We should start GoFundMe. Where's the head? Here it is. Okay, let's... Okay, in the end, I'm just going to copy the head here. Copy the head here. This is not rig puppets, this is recycling content. Not the same thing to recycle than to rig. Two different things. Oh, there's one line here that shouldn't be there. Now it's gone. Let's get rid of the composite and see what it looks like for now. It's already looking kind of sharp.
Hey, stop!
Yeah, it's sharp. Okay, I'm gonna save the file and I'm gonna go look on Discord what's happening there. Oh, stuff is happening on Discord. So everybody's sharing a lot of the, I'm gonna show it on screen. Everybody's sharing the new emojis on the live stream. Not in the end. In the end I'm doing it. No, in the end I'm on YouTube though. And what else? Fan art. People are sharing fan art of what shows? Oh, Quilleen! Sussy Baka. Gonna give it fire, gonna give it a dancing lep, gonna give it a homunculus. And the sequel to Sussy, yeah, that's another Sussy Baka. And I like that you use the stitching on the sides. That's nice. I wasn't expecting the stitching on the Among Us Quilleen. And yeah, that's a nice piece of art, of pumpkin art. I love it. Oh, this is the Instagram. I don't need the Instagram. Screw Instagram. And what else do we have here? Seen Evil Dead. I haven't seen it yet. I should. It's like the Ash Evil Dead you're talking about, right? The guy with the chainsaw on his hand. Was it chainsaw? Well, I don't know what it was. Considering that I've seen the series grow, this is important to me in a way. You mean, yeah. You mean the research unit of horrors, right? Yeah, because like Miss Dead Guy and Mr. Skin, like you guys have seen the first interpretation of Calavera and Homunculus. You've seen what the first animation was like. So it's been a while since we've been seeing these characters grow. So I get that. Yeah, it's true. You've been there since the first moment. Which, you know, when was the first time I drew Calavera? Wasn't it like in February last year? I'm gonna look it up on Instagram because I posted it maybe the second day I drew him. I was like, guys, I got a new idea, and I'm going to work on it really hard. And I think it was in February. I think it was right after Christmas or something. Let me look it up. I'm going down the Instagram thingy to see the dates. And yes, let's see. The first post was made in January. Oh my god. Yes, no, it was January. So it was literally 1 year ago. It's going to be 1 year since I drew Calavera for the first time. And then I started sharing the head turnarounds. He already looks sharp. He kind of looks the same as he does now. He's a little bit more alien-eyed, though. His eyes were a little bit bigger. But yeah, he's essentially the same guy still. Yeah, I got better at drawing anatomy as well. Like I got better proportions now, I think. So that's always good things for this guy. So yeah, it's been a while since this guy has existed in the universe, I guess. Now he gets to exist a little bit better. Ooh, I made a mistake there. I'll copy this here, exposure, and then draw the new head. Calavera 1 year anniversary. Yeah, I didn't know it. Thank God you mentioned it, guys, because now I'm able to post something about it. Be like, hey guys, did you know that Calavera is 1 year old today? People are gonna be like, okay. I didn't know that, I guess. But yeah, he is 1 year old. Somewhere around next Thursday. Somewhere around there. Let's see. But I'm not sure. Because I probably gotta look for the original file and be like, oh, this is exactly the date. What's Calavera 1 year and anniversary gifted? I don't know. Yeah, somebody should give me something, I guess. Or him. We should get him something. Although I don't know how you give presents to fictional characters, but we should give it a try though. We'll figure it out on the Discord later on. But yeah, we gotta do something for him. Also, we gotta choose a date, right? Like, because since there's no official date right now, we just gotta pick one. Although, you know what? I'm gonna do it really quick. I'm gonna go to my files, and I'm gonna look up the first drawing I have of him, because I still have the same hard drive that I drew that in, which is a non-permanent one. Medieval Scientist Project, and here I have all my files, 16th of the 1st. What else do we have? Concept art, I guess, would be the place to find him. Dr. Calavera. He was called Doctor. You know why? Because back then I didn't know what the universe was going to be like. So, but there's no doctors here. There's only natural philosophers. What's the first drawing? Why can't I see the dates? View, small icons, list, details. There you go, details. Now I can find the earliest one. Shock Boy. Oh, no, this is not it. This is the opposite. Here we go. Yeah, there you go. Found it. The first drawing I have of Calavera was drawn on the 13th of January, so it's been literally 1 year right now. Here's the first drawing. Ta-da! First drawing of Calavera. He was way sketchier back then. Yeah, my line work was very blotchy back then, remember? It was very blotchy. Now I got very clean and vectorly, like, so look at all those blotchiness everywhere. It's kind of gross now they look at it, but at the same time it's very charming because it's very hand-drawn, even though it's digital, of course. Look at that. I didn't even bother erasing these lines. Yeah, 13th of January. That's January 13th is the birthday of Calavera. Now we know it, right? Okay, so now that we know that, we can do something on the 13th, I guess. Yeah, it's very close. That's what I meant before. Like, it's so close that I'm glad that you guys were here to remind me that it's actually been a long time since he's existed. Birthday fan art. If you draw a birthday fan art, that would be crazy. Oh, 13th. I hope it's a Friday. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, it's 13th. Dude, that's great. Friday the 13th is the first anniversary of Calavera. That's so fitting. Yeah. We're gonna do a party in Discord, guys. Or here and there, because like Friday is gonna be a Discord party then. Yeah, you better get a present for him. Okay. We're gonna make a birthday party for him. I didn't know he had a birthday. You know what? Also, on top of that, we're gonna make it canon. We're gonna make it canonically his birthday, like even inside the universe. Because in our universe it's January 13th, but inside his it's also gonna be January. Which, by the way, I didn't even think of it. Do they even have like months, like our months, or do they have another system for dates? I gotta figure those things out before I make a full series. Because I'm changing the geography. Their history has nothing to do with our history. So I don't know if they would have the same calendar. They shouldn't, but I've noticed that a lot of shows that do have like different universes still have the same calendar, which makes no sense. How do they have a Friday and Saturday? That makes no sense. That's for me to figure out later. But I'll try to make it the 13th though. Anyway. I better get Jason at the party. Yeah, we're gonna have Jason and also Calavera. Woo! Yeah. That's crazy. Calavera Day. It's gonna be the name. Let's bring this line over here. And let's hope he gets a few more birthdays. Let's see, let's bring this line here, here, here. Well, it's technically also homunculus is one, right? Because I said it before, and I'm trying to avoid it, but technically Calavera is not the main character anymore. Technically, but he kind of is though, right? If he's my favorite, because he's the first one, then he would be the main character, even if I don't want him to be. But I'm gonna fight the urge to make him the main character. I'm gonna try to balance all the plots to make everybody as important. But yeah. This is gonna be. It's gonna be the thing. Oh no! Here, did. I love drawing this guy's hair. It's so messy and weird. But I think I've already said it before. It would be way easier if he was just bald. Bald characters are the way to go for a quick animation. Calavera is the main, homunculus is the mascot. Like, I think people are gonna think that immediately. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, homunculus is a mascot regardless of Calavera being the main character or not. But the fact that he's his mascot is what's gonna make Calavera look even more main character-ish. Like, yeah, okay, whatever. Also, he's like, yeah, he is a main character in the end, right? Isn't he? Because even if you look at the end credits, he's the first name to appear always. I don't want him to be the main character, but I feel like he's definitely gonna be it anyway. I don't know why I'm fighting that urge. Maybe you just gotta embrace the fact that he's a main character and just accept it. Maybe. Because I want everybody else to shine as well. I want Freya, I want Zara, I want Samhain to be equally important to the story. But if people feel like Calavera is the main character, then I don't know. Like, for example, the X-Men. Technically, Wolverine isn't the main character, but he kind of is, though, right? So maybe we're gonna have an X-Men situation going on there. Yeah. I'll make a cake for Calavera Day. Ooh, I want cake. I want cake now, though. I cannot wait until Friday. I want the cake now. Let's see. All right. Let's add this line here. This. Dune. Come on. What's wrong with you? There you go. Fixed it. You'll make a birthday card for Calavera Day. Hey, we got Dragon Joe. You can watch the last live and sadly you won't be able to stay long. That's okay, Dragon Joe. It's fine. You come in and stay as long as you can and want. By the way, Dragon Joe, no, that's Dragon Joe. Drew is the other guy. Dragon Joe, we have a birthday party next Friday apparently on Discord. And we're gonna be making cake for Calavera because it's his birthday. Since I drew him the first time last year, on January 13th. So heads up, we're gonna have a birthday party on Discord. I don't even know what that entails, honestly, other than cake. Apparently, we're gonna have cake. Oh, Victoria's back as well. Yeah, Victoria, same thing. Telling you, next Friday is Calavera's birthday. It's been a year since I drew him for the first time, so we're gonna celebrate it on Discord. And we don't know what we're doing, but we're gonna do something, I guess. Maybe we can just join the what do you call it? The live chat. No, not the voice chat. I have such a hard time with words. Yeah, we might join the voice chat and just talk for a while. Show you my gallery of Calavera drawings, which you have already seen because I've already shared everything on Twitter and Instagram. Anyway, but yeah, we can do that, and we can. I don't know. I mean, we all live really far apart from each other, so just buy cake for yourself and eat it in honor of Calavera. You can also just search an image on Google of a birthday cake and be like, hey, this is my cake, and lie to us, because we'll never figure it out anyway, so that's also cool. Oh, made a mistake there. Let's see, this has thing here, I mean, in general, we can also just start doing more activities on the Discord server as well. Like, I've heard people do, like, games and stuff like that. Feliz cumpleaños tu Calavera. Yes, it's his birthday. Next Friday. Friday the 13th. Beware the gigantic hockey mask killer. Jason Voorhees, right? What's his name? Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Feliz cumple. Well, damn. Hearts. Many hearts. And I like the fact that you're using the black, orange, and green hearts, which are literally my 3 most used colors in any project of mine. I really like those colors. Green is for uranium, black is for goth color, and orange is for pumpkins and Halloween. So yeah, I like those colors. What am I doing here? So pixelated that I don't even know what shape I drew here originally. Whatever, forget about it. Mine is pink and black. Pink and black are also pretty cool. And that's actually one color that I'm going to be using a lot for this series, which is hot pink, because of Zara. Like, there's no scene where Zara's using her magic that you don't see hot pink. And the cool thing about hot pink is it really pops out in those purple backgrounds, the dark purple backgrounds. So she kind of works well with the rest of the palettes. And what's Calavera's favorite type of cake? Good question. What is Calavera's favorite type of cake? See, this is what I like about these live streams, when you ask these kind of like lore kind of questions. Like, I should know these things before I make a show. What is his favorite color? What are his hobbies? What are his dislikes? I know some of them. But what is his favorite type of cake? Do they even have cake? Oh, I don't know what it would be. Maybe he would be more of a pie guy. But there's no pie because there's no America here. I mean, is pie American? People say as American as pie, but I really doubt that pie was born in America. I think they already had that in like Dutchland or whatever. Deutschland. Or, it's not called Dutchland. What's it called, dude? The place where Dutch people live. Holland? Yes, Holland. What's the other name for Holland? Holland has a couple names, right? Let's look it up. Holland. Netherlands. That's what I wanted to say, not Dutchland. I'm an idiot. Dutchland. Actually, Dutchland should be the name of the country. Maybe radioactive chocolate cake. That's a great idea. That would make sense for his palette and his design-wise. What's Calavera's favorite thing for a present? Okay, I know that one, and you're not gonna like it. It's money. Calavera really likes money. So, yeah. His favorite present is you giving him money. Or maybe another idea would be like a forbidden object. Like if you stole something from some sort of magical creature, maybe he will also like that. Like if you gave him like a scepter or something that had like potential use for like science research, that could be another good gift. Okay. Actually, you know what? He likes 2 things. He likes money, and he likes finding out about magic properties and objects. So yeah, those are 2 things. You can also give him a legendary object. Like if you found like Pandora's box, he would love to have that as a present. Oh god, I'll make chocolate cake with green frosting. Oh, I don't know if that's a good idea. you gotta use actual uranium to make the frosting though. Like make it really radioactive. No, come on. Don't play with radioactive rocks, kids. That's my PSA for today. Don't eat uranium. I'll give him $20. See, $20. He'd be okay with that. Because I already told you that at first he's going to be an absolute piece of shit. He's going to be too business oriented and too selfish about his research. So he does research at first only to find out about the dark secrets of humanity or the world. But he never thinks about helping people with it. And then he goes like, hey, actually this could actually be useful for people in these ways. And he starts doing actually stuff without thinking so much about his business or his ego, which is going to be one of the biggest villains of the show. It's going to be Calavera's ego. So at first, the answer for money makes sense. And same thing with the magic objects, especially if they're stolen. Those are 2 good presents at first. As he evolves and becomes a more rounded person, maybe it would be something else. I don't know what it would be though. That's hard. Yeah, because the thing is that I really know what Calavera is like at first, and I know he will evolve, but I don't fully know how he's going to evolve. So maybe I'll find it along the way, like while I write. I know he's gonna become a way better person. I like shows that start with crappy characters and make them tolerable. He's not even gonna be a good person. He's just gonna be tolerable, honestly. Not even a good guy. Just not a piece of shit. Birthday cake. What's his favorite dessert? Okay. See, I never think about these questions. Because before I thought pie would make sense for him. Okay, you know what? Even if there's no America, and I gotta do my research on that. Is pie actually American? I'm gonna ask Google. Is pie actually American? Pie came to America with the first English settlers. There you go. So it's not American. So since it's English in this world, it would be the Eurasians. So yes, his favorite dessert is pie. Apple pie. Green apple pie. There you go. Green apple pie makes sense. Dun, 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 dun. Freya would be the kind of person who would be like, I don't eat calories, or I don't eat desserts because I don't deserve them. I just live to work out and work. Work out and work. Yeah, that's Freya's life. She's very what's the word? Strict with her. I don't know what's the word I want to say. I want to say like there's another word that's not exactly strict, but strict is part of it. She is what is the right adjective? Disciplined. I think that's the one word I was looking for. Freya would be so disciplined that she wouldn't even think about like eating dessert. Like, what's the point of eating dessert if it's not helping you be more efficient or be stronger or anything like that? So she wouldn't eat any dessert. Zara, on the other hand, she would love to eat desserts all the time. Probably ice cream. And Samhain's favorite dessert is going to be some creature. Probably babies or something like that. I'm kidding. Not babies. That's horrible. What would Samhain's... Because I feel like Samhain is going to eat all the creatures that he finds in the woods. So maybe his favorite creature would be like foxes or something like that. Or maybe like rabbits. You know what? Rabbits would be Samhain's favorite dessert. Definitely. Something that's gotta be cuddly. She's also the type of person who would either work out or practice fighting. Freya. Freya, definitely. Freya's only going to think about the way to achieve the mission, how to get stronger, how to be healthier, stuff like that. So she wouldn't eat dessert. You know what would be Freya's dessert? Maybe like a carrot or something like that. Oh, you have a pet rabbit, then I'm sorry, but that is literally Samhain's favorite dessert from now on. Nah, maybe not rabbits, maybe raccoons. I don't know, it's gotta be like a forest creature. Because in fact, it's going to be canonically true that the way that Calavera saves money to feed Samhain, because he's his employee, he's gotta feed him as well, is by going to the woods and being like, just have at it, just go hunt. And that's how they play all the time. It's like, so we're on a mission, so we're going to this city or whatever, and on the way there's no restaurants, there's nothing, and there's no way I can carry enough food for you to eat. So he's just gonna be like, okay, lunchtime, go find yourself a cow or a pig or something. Just eat something. And that's part of their diet system. And Samhain, you know, he's a big guy. He eats a lot, so he's gotta hunt a lot of meat. That's why I was thinking of rabbits or raccoons or something cute to be like his favorite dessert. Because for food, he would eat probably like a deer or, like cows or bison or something like that. Rabbits would be only to be like, tasty. Because obviously rabbits are not going to be enough for Samhain to eat. Let's see what people are saying. Is Calavera a coffee or a tea guy? Calavera is a coffee guy, definitely. Yeah, coffee guy. Because he's always working, I can see him drinking tea while playing chess with homunculus. That's actually a cute scene that Dragon Joe just mentioned. Calavera just drinking tea, playing chess with homunculus. Yeah, it's adorable. I like that idea. I like the fact that some of you guys already know the character so well. You're saying stuff that I didn't come up with, but when you say them, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Absolutely, 100%. That is a real scene that could happen easily. What else are we saying? Maybe cooked rabbit. Yeah, maybe carne de conejo asado. Yes, that's tasty. Maybe his favorite food is a wild boar. That makes sense as well. I mean, Samhain's favorite food is always going to be something that he can hunt in the wild easily, because there's no way that Calavera would be able to afford paying for the food for Samhain. In fact, I want to have in one of the first episodes when Samhain is added to the crew. I want to have like Samhain do a mission so well because he's a big guy. Obviously, he's gonna be really good at his work. That Calavera's like, this guy is fantastic. I'm gonna take you out for dinner tonight, and you can eat whatever you want. It's on me, right? It's gonna be like that, and Samhain's gonna be like, really? Okay. They go to a restaurant. They start eating dish after dish after dish after dish, and Samhain literally just bankrupts Calavera again, even though he did a great job at his work. And Calavera's like, no, this is not. This is not gonna work. We're gonna have to find another system. There's no way I can pay for food for you, dude. It's not worth it. Like, you're not making me enough money for me to like pay for everything you gotta eat. You eat too much, and I want to make that part of the series. Like, explain how Samhain consumes calories, and it is not by paying food at restaurants. Definitely not. It would be impossible. Calavera is definitely a hot cocoa person. No, he's not. Is he? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, perhaps he might be a hot cocoa person. I didn't think of him that way. Could be the case though. I'm not closing any possibilities yet. It's still too early on in the game to be like, no, that's not true. Could be. We love this series. Oh, nice that you love the series. My headcanon for Calavera is that he also makes experiments too. He does make experiments. His favorite food is an infinipede. That's the one thing that he could never eat. An infinipede. Infinipedes being like impossibly long centipedes. Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna eat those. Also, like, he works with infinipede, so he wouldn't be able to eat him. Impossible. Let's see. Let's add the mouth over here. This is one of those crazy shots that we have of Cal just absolutely breaking his model. He got it really different here. The customers are the food as well. That's the thing that's why Shio or Calavera has to make sure that Samhain is well fed. Is that if he's not fed properly, he will resort to eating people. Like, Samhain is not human. He just eats flesh to grow bigger and stronger. And he, culturally or morally speaking, he doesn't have any issue eating people. And Calavera's like, yeah, you know what? If you eat people, the authorities are going to come for us even quicker than they would usually. So no, I gotta make sure that you're well fed so we don't have that issue. And that's part of the thing. that's an actual concern that they have, that Samhain might eat somebody. So danger. There's danger there. Calavera is that guy. Oh, that looks like Calavera actually. Homunculus, black cat. I like that you use the cat. Yeah, homunculus would be a cat, absolutely. All you can eat buffet. Ooh, that would be good. That would be really good. Taking Samhain to an all you can eat buffet and, just make the restaurant close, essentially. Imagine homunculus as a cat. Yeah, no, actually, homunculus, if he was an animal, he would be a cat, I would think. Calavera would be a raccoon, definitely. Samhain would be an alligator, I think. Freya would be... I don't know what Freya would be as an animal. Because Zara could actually be another cat. She could also be a cat easily. Or maybe like a more feral version of a cat. Maybe like a fox or something. I'm not sure. But Calavera being a raccoon and homunculus a cat, those are definites. Like, no... There's no way they're not those creatures. Samhain is a really one hell of a cannibal. No, he's not a cannibal. He would never eat a cucurbite, which is his species. Or would he? No, actually, you know what? He would, but he doesn't. He couldn't. He shouldn't. But I think he would. He's that deranged. He's even deranged for his own species. So yeah, maybe he would eat a cucurbite. He would eat a pumpkin because remember, Samhain technically isn't a pumpkin. That's a whole different species. He's a cucurbite. He just looks like a pumpkin. And for any intentional purposes, we're going to treat him as a pumpkin, but pumpkins don't have faces. Unless you carve them on them, I guess. But no, he's a cucurbite. And cucurbites come in the form of both pumpkins and also of squashes. So some cucurbites look yellowish in their color, and they're a little bit chubbier and cuter. Dun 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 dun. Oh no! What's up with this? Just leave it there. Samhain's a really one hell of a cannibal. Zara would be a raven. Ooh, maybe, yeah, that could work. A bird. Freya would be a wolf. Yes, Freya would be a wolf. You're absolutely right. Or have you ever seen these, like, huskies, I think they're called? She would totally be a husky. Oh, this is Freya. This is Freya. She's like a snow wolf, essentially. Oh, this is such a cute animal. Yeah, yeah. This is, or just a wolf, because wolves are also kind of like that, right? Yeah. Oh my God, these are crazy cool. Yeah, she would be a wolf husky or whatever they are. Freya may be a bird. Yeah, I mean she does have blonde hair. Blonde hairs are usually very wolf, like birdish. You know, like big. Oh, she. You know what Freya is? Let me. Big Bird. She's definitely Big Bird from Sesame Street. This is okay. This is the other and potential animal for Freya. This is a big ass bird, because they're both tall, they're both blonde, and they look like birds. Yeah, okay. I see you there. She is very British. Samhain would be a werewolf. I don't know about that. I think I prefer Samhain as a crocodile or like an alligator, something more, even more feral or more primitive. I would say. Dogs evolve from wolves. That's true. If you get a husky, you should name them Freya. I would. I would now. If I get a husky, I will name her Freya, definitely. The husky looks like a my dog. You have a beautiful dog, Ben. Because that was a beautiful husky as well. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I like that. Samhain definitely be a bear. Samhain a bear. Actually, that's not bad either. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a big, bulky guy. He is very violent when he has to. But he's kind of cuddly. Yeah, I can see that. That's not a bad idea. I like this game. I didn't know we were playing the game of saying which animal is which character, but I'm enjoying it so far. Because all your ideas make sense. Let's see. If I get a black cat with blue eyes, I will name it Zim. Yeah, okay. Zim's a cool name. Okay, oh my god, here. The hair is kind of messed up. I'm gonna use the pulled string thingy. Let's go. Ah, whatever. Just gonna deform the hair a little bit here. Yeah, there you go. And what else was I thinking of? Homunculus definitely hamster. Kind of. It's just that I think his personality matches more a cat, but it's true that his size is definitely the size of a hamster. Or a mouse, not a rat. But yeah, hamster or mouse makes sense for Homunculus as well. He's kind of mousy. He's actually very mousy when I think about it. Yeah, yeah, he feels like a mouse. I feel like you just would have to add a couple years and he would be a mouse. Like the Mickey Mouse ears. Yeah, I want to get it copyrighted. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. I love when I do such a shoddy work like this one, right? And say perfect. It is impolute. Is perfect. Of course it isn't. Come on. Let's get real. Now for this part over here, I don't know if I'm going to use the same trick I did with Invader Zim, which was I made a drawing of the head and then made the mouth be more like a hole inside that skull. So I think it did work that time very well. That way I can move the head all the way from down to up. But at the same time, if I'm going frame by frame, maybe I even want to do the skull justice while doing that. So yeah, I'm going to keep it. I was thinking of another idea, but in the end I'm going to keep him looking like this, actually. Like this, like this, like this. Why am I using the pull string still? I don't need it anymore. Like this. And then the tongue comes kind of crazy like this. And like this. Okay. I love how much practice I've gotten drawing mouths. I feel like I got pretty fast at drawing them. Like, I try not to be too realistic. But yeah. By the way, where was Calavera's, what do you call it? Like, he had like a weird tooth. I think it's right here on the left side of his face. So let's do that, kind of like this, and taka taka ta ta. Nah, it's too little. Gotta make it a little bit bigger. Like this, maybe, or like this. Meh, better. Yeah, he's got one fang going on there. I feel like I haven't drawn much in the past half an hour, and that's because I've been having too much fun with you guys talking on the chat. It's feral, then it would be fitting. Homunculi is definitely a hamster. So Mr. Skin is still convinced that Homunculus is a hamster. And I'm not completely unconvinced of that being the case, so he might be right. He might be onto something. I think I'm going to use the pull string here as well, so I can do a combo of curviness with straight lines. Oh, this is good technique, man. I'm getting better at using the tools on Toon Boom. because I love some of the features, but honestly, I never used the tools to the max of their abilities. And I'm starting to learn more about the tools that I have at hand. And some of them are powerful. And the straight line is one of them, honestly. Straight lines and pull string are amazing for the kind of art that I'm working on. Save so much time, it's insane. See, look at this here, so fast. But I still love using the traditional like brush strokes. They really get a very dirty look, and I like dirty looks. It's like imperfect. Imperfect can be nicer sometimes. And with these characters, especially Calavera. Calavera is like the scruffiest looking of them all, so I think that for him is where I need to do more sketchy lines. Usually. Freya should be the cleanest character looking. So with her, I'm probably going to be using the polyline even. In polyline, I mean this thingy over here. Because with this you can be very precise and even more mathematical than I'm already working with. So that's for Freya, and also for obviously for Samhain Suit. Samhain Suit is going to be very precise. But Zara and Calavera are very scratchy. So I have no problem with them just going blah 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 blah. Let's draw lines. Let's see. My friend had an idea on what might have happened on Twitch. She said it could have just been the computer. It might, which, your computer? No, it was my computer though, because on my phone it was looking also pretty bad. I don't know, man. It's just that my computer is really powerful. I have a lot of RAM. I have a really good graphics card. That's why I can work on this and have After Effects open here and just move it around. It's because the computer can handle a lot. So I don't think it's my computer. I think it has to be something about my settings. Because in OBS Studio, which is the software where I do the streams, I did have to do a couple things for YouTube to work better as well. So I think it's probably my settings there. Like, I don't know. I didn't even look it up, honestly. I forgot about how YouTube didn't work so well at first. And I had to do a couple changes there. But I don't think it's my hardware, because otherwise it wouldn't work also on YouTube. And honestly, the past few streams have gone pretty sweet, I think. Pretty neatly. I mean, right now I'm not even looking at my phone to see if it's streaming correctly. But I'm confident it's been doing okay. I don't know. Maybe not. But, I don't know. I gotta look it up. But yeah, maybe the computer as well. I mean, I'm open to all solutions. Or possibilities. I don't have the answers because I'm a noob on Twitch. But honestly, YouTube works so well, I might not even need Twitch. Calavera said, yeah, that's what he said. And then he's literally just, literally like the face. That's exactly what he looks like. Yeah, and that's really the power of frame by frame. You can really go with these exaggerated frames, like this one right here. It's a really exaggerated frame. And that just makes him even more likable than keeping the model consistent quickly enough. I think I gotta work more on them being likable than them being consistent. It's more important. But it's also more work. That's a problem, dude. So much work. You could be right. She said it could have been on a technical side too. I think it was technical, the problem. Because I've heard that in general, Twitch is slower than YouTube anyway. That is true, but I don't know, man. My stream was unwatchable. That's a whole different thing. It's one thing to be slower and unwatchable. So two separate things. And in my case, it was so bad that I must be doing something wrong. Or it might be the hardware as well. We'll find out next time if I do another stream there. But I don't need it. Okay, let's get rid of some of the lines, the extra lines. And let's give it a look. Let's get rid of the sketch. And see what it looks like so far. Maybe your computer is too powerful. I don't think it is that. No. I don't think it's too powerful though. There's no way that is the problem. Okay, and let's play it.
Hey, stop that!
I love the fact that you can see the mouth only once. No. I mean, my computer's not that powerful either, come on. But I did buy it specifically thinking about like it not having any issues with like streaming and rendering in Blender and stuff like that. I mean, it could always be the case. I don't know. I mean, to be fair, people who use Twitch are usually gamers, and they do have the most powerful computers of them all, probably. So it could still be a power problem. But I don't know. I would feel like that sucks since I bought my computer specifically thinking about not having those issues anymore. But you know, maybe I do need to upgrade even more. But I don't know. That would suck because like I already spent a lot of money on my GPU. I don't want to spend more money on computers ever again. Computers are expensive, dude. Oh, I left a couple scratchy thingies here and there. What's happening? Oh, because I'm not on the right layer. Let's fix this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Fix this guy. Boom, boom. Rip doom, doom. Okay, a little bit better. I didn't break Twitch. I wish. They really are. Yes, they are. That sucks. Oh, I'm missing a couple lines here and there. Okay, let's bring this guy back to life. Let's go to the proper layer for the head right here. Perfect. Oh no, this is the wrong layer, definitely. Where am I? Head, there you go. Let's get rid of this, this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Your line art is getting so much better, dudes. Thank you. I've been practicing a lot on line art. So those words are very encouraging, particularly now that I've been doing so much line arts. And the good thing is that I also got a lot of practice working with sketches here. And I also made the sketches here, which is new. I was doing my sketches in Krita before. So the fact that I can sketch a little bit better inside of Toon Boom is also good news. Means that the process is more streamlined, if that makes any sense. Hispanic Mexican representation, absolutely, 100%. We need no, but that is true. I've noticed that we do have a lot of representation lately. Like it wasn't the case like 10 years ago, but now I feel like I can name a lot of characters that are Hispanic, and that's great. But yeah, I'm just adding another one to the list, I guess. Okay, what are we going to do now? Well, now we're going to add the arms, I guess, right? The arms would be the next step. Let me see. Let me get rid of the sketch. Oh, that's the opposite of getting rid of the sketch. I just duplicated it. There you go. Okay. So, yeah, the arms would be the next proper thing to do, right? Or the neck. Actually, the neck, I think, is the next thing I'm going to work on. Here. Oh, there's also a couple straps that are missing here. There's no straps for the apron. So let's do that while we're at it. Onion skin it a little bit. Ooh, that is confusing. So no onion skin. Oh shoot, what the fuck was that? No, this was not my intention. This was my intention. Just add a couple straps to the apron. I'm not being very methodical about the straps. I'm just adding straps. Just blah 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 blah. That, leave that. Like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. Come on, get out of here. Oop, this is the one. Okay, it's a little bit better. And as I said before, I think I'm gonna start adding necks, like the neck layer. I'm just gonna make sure that it makes sense for each pose, like here. I gotta give it a little bit of curve. And then just connect it like this, like this, like this. Man, let's get rid of this, and this. So now the head would be on top of this neck, so this bit of hair would be on top of that neck, so it would cover it, so it would be fine. For the next one, I do need the onion skin. Okay, so this is the original neck, so now the curve would kind of go like this then. Yep. Like this, and now we just connect it. Again, same idea. Oop, not this one, this one. Okay. Okay. We're doing great. How long have I been animating for? I've been animating for maybe a couple of hours, including the Twitch stream. I'm such an underrated animator. I am unknown for now. I don't know. It's just that how do you even like quantify an animator being good, really? Because there's so many different skills that you need. I don't know if I'm really good at either of them. I could have a couple of skills, but I don't know. I've seen so many animators that are so incredible and also have like 500 subscribers on YouTube. And I see them and I go like, hey, these guys are way better than I am. And they have less subscribers. I think that's unfair. I think that animators in general are underrated. Like, it's like a huge epidemic of underrated animators. And I think I'm just the shallow. I'm just kind of maybe, but I feel like other animators are insanely underrated. Like, they're so great, man. But that's what I mean. Like, I might be good, but there's so many animators that are so crazy good right now, and that's why I don't know if I'm underrated. I feel like it's a job that itself is underrated. I think it's not just me. It's in general. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to help them or help myself. Honestly, first I gotta help myself before I can help other people. But it's kind of sad when you see people are so crazy talented and get so little recognition. I mean, I think they will eventually get there because it takes time to get even noticed, I guess. Okay, here. Okay, I gotta get rid of this onion skin. It's making my head hurt. Here. Brum, 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 brum. No, actually, you know what? This should be more inclined forward. Like this. No, actually, you know what? This guy is so twisted. He moves so weird. Yeah, like this. Okay. Slightly better. Let's get to the next one. Same principle, but now he's like stretching his neck a little bit more. Okay, let's get here. Dun, 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 dun. Also here. Here he should be totally stretched. So I'm gonna make it like cartoonishly stretch even. He looks like a turtle here actually. He himself. So I am doing a mixture of semi-realistic drawings with really cartoony ones. This one is just absolutely cartoony. And then here. Actually, you know what? No, this one needs a curve. Ooh, this one's actually not good at all. I think this should go more like this, right? Like this, and like this. Okay. And now let's get rid of all the excess, which is this, obviously. This. Get away from me. Leave me alone. There you go. Perfect. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. What are people saying over here? You're such an underrated animator. You're such a great animator. Don't beat yourself down. Many animators are amazing. Yeah, I agree. Can't wait for summer for the animation. Come on, summer. No. Yes, it's gonna be summertime when this comes out. It will be. Animators and arts need more praise. Yeah, in general, yeah, I think so. Because in my case, I don't think I'm completely underrated. I think like I'm on the slope. But yeah, I feel like many artists go unnoticed for way too long. So artists in general need more love. Not me particularly. I mean, I will accept the love, but no, it's not a me problem. It's a huge problem in general. People don't value it, especially people who are not artists, because I feel like when you're an artist, usually the people who pay attention or give you any love are other artists because they understand the value behind it because they have worked on it. But when they don't work on it, they really are very. It's difficult to make them understand why things take time or why they cost. You know, we'll be swimming as we watch the spooky animation of Calavera. Yeah, I mean, if you like swimming, if you don't like swimming, you don't have to. I don't like swimming, for example. I'm terrible at it.
Hey!
Okay, now with
Stop
the neck,
that!
it makes sense. And now we just need the What happened here? Why did it add even more frames? Something went wrong with this thingy over here, and I don't get it. Let me zoom in. Okay, this guy should be here. Okay, I think I fixed it. I hope I did. Because the problem with this animation is that I've already planned the timing in the storyboard software. So I cannot add or reduce frames of any animation. So I need all the scenes to be exactly the number of frames that they were going to be originally. So I hope I didn't screw that up by moving the red thingy here. One can only hope. So now the next thing I'm gonna do is add arms. So let's go add arms. So I'm gonna add one arm in front of the body and the other one behind it because of the angle. So let's get rid of this sketchy stuff. Move it more to the right. Move these guys also more to the right. Move the peg higher. Move these guys also a bit higher. Higher, and now I have space for it. So between the body and the hand on the right, which would be this one, we're gonna have the right arm. So let's do it here. Okay, here. And here. And my grandkids will be watching Calavera too. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that because it might actually become true. Calavera, arm right. It might actually be true that your grandkids are the ones they're going to be watching it. Holy moly. It's going to take long. It's going to take long to make the whole thing a series also. I think that's going to be another process. But I'm going to try it. Damn, am I going to try it. My nephew will be watching this. Okay, your nephew is alive, so that makes sense. Okay, but he will be older though, right? That's what you meant. Okay. I can accept your nephew watching this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like a really old man when if I'm ever able to make this an actual TV show, I'm gonna be an old man. It's not gonna be like next week. Oh, I want it to be next week. I hope I can make the show next week. Yeah, but that's how life is. So now the cool thing is that here I can color this part over here, and it's gonna cover the apron, which is exactly what I need. Okay, let's keep going. Zoom out a little bit here. Extend the exposure. I like the word exposure. Exposure is a cool word. And now let's do the same thing here, 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 here. I love these angular lines for Calavera's arms. They make no sense, but they make my life so much easier drawing him. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's it, right? So now we have this, and now we copy the frames here and there. Let's copy this guy, place it right here, and extend exposure. Copy this guy here, paste it here, and extend exposure. And now we draw. Oh, that's the same one as the first one. So copy the frame, paste it here, and extend exposure, and now we have a new frame. What are people saying? My nephew will be watching this. How long would this episode be? Oh, this one's going to be 5 minutes and 5 minutes and 30 seconds. I've already shown you the After Effects composition. So it finishes here, and you can see that's 5, 15, 25, 5 minutes and a half approximately. And that's this one. These are my credits, see, in the end. And what else was I gonna say? But yeah, full episode should be 21 minutes at least. And that's really the goal. The goal is putting this out there, getting attention, and telling people, hey, you gotta fund this Kickstarter or this Patreon, so I can make a full episode. Because I'm not gonna make the full episode if I don't have any funding, honestly. 25 minutes or 22 minutes of animation, I don't think I can do that with no funding. Or I can do it as Mr. Skin said, like I can put it out in the year 2035, perhaps. But I don't think I'll be doing that. So this is like the last chance that we have at seeing Calavera make a TV show, is if this mini pilot gets any attention. If it doesn't get any funding, that's the end of it. It's getting cancelled, unfortunately. But I'm positive that it's gonna get some attention, though. I just don't know what the number is going to be. Also, it really depends on how it does on Newgrounds. I think that if it does well on Newgrounds and Tom Fulp puts me on the front page, I think it's gonna do well. But if that doesn't happen, then that's it. It's over. It looks great so far. I think it looks good so far. But just like Mr. Skin said, if I'm not impatient and I really work hard on perfecting some of the shots, it's gonna look even better, and it's gonna have a better chance or opportunity at getting attention enough for like a Kickstarter or something. Because for Kickstarter, you gotta show them that you already have something. You cannot just make a Kickstarter with 5 seconds of animation. You gotta show them like a mini thingy, and then they'll be like, okay, yeah, we can fund this. But for now, I don't have enough content. for a Kickstarter. And Kickstarters are scary. I think it would be kind of humiliating if I put out a Kickstarter and it didn't get funded. I will feel very bad if that happened. And if I did that today, I know that that's exactly what would happen. I wouldn't get funded, and I would feel kind of embarrassed or bad. And I don't want to feel bad. I want to feel good. Come on. So I'm not gonna put a Kickstarter now or anytime soon. I don't need that negativity. Let's bring this guy here. Yeah, there you go. What are you saying? The fact that Newgrounds dropped out on April 30th is crazy. April 30th is my birthday. It is. Yeah, it's one of those coincidences. That is true. Let's see. Let's bring this guy here. This is such a ridiculous shot. Or a ridiculous frame, I mean. Damn. Damn, you're right. Oh, this arm looks kind of weird here, right? Nah, yeah, the problem here is that the arm is like on top of the apron. That makes no sense. Okay, I gotta figure out how to make this arm a little bit more, make a little more sense. Maybe if I just do this, it's enough. Would that make sense? Yeah, it would be like a fold on top of the apron. This would be the shoulder, and this would be the upper arm. This would be the forearm. Okay, yeah. I think Fred Raider Studios is looking for web series. Yeah, but they probably get like a billion project ideas, right? Like I'm not saying that I'm not willing to participate, but that's probably a very fierce competition with those guys. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, maybe getting funded by some studio would be possible, right? I mean, people do get shows funded by studios, right? It's just that I cannot imagine myself being one of those. But yeah, I should give it a try anyway, I guess. Because you never know until you try, right? Like if I try getting funded by, I don't know. But that's the thing, which channel would be the appropriate one for this one? Because I feel like it's too childish for like for adults, and it's too adultish for children at the same time. So I do have that issue. Like I don't have a very specific target audience. It's going to be like for teenagers and young adults. I don't think any channel really works for those people. I don't know. It's like it's just also such a weird genre as well. For teens, it's perfect. Yeah, because like it's not extremely violent, but it does have like dark themes. People do die in it. But it's not like, you know, the typical like Rick and Morty or like Aqua Teen Hunger Force or South Park that are targeted towards adults because they go like the extra mile with like violence and with the sex stuff. And I'm not gonna do none of that. I'm not gonna go crazy with violence. I'm not gonna do gore or anything. All I can say is Bee and Puppy Cat. Yeah, she got her entire show funded, and you know what? It took her like 10 years as well. Like her process was long. It wasn't quick to get a show funded by Netflix, right? Of all things. Yeah. I don't know. I gotta figure that out after I make the pilot, though. Okay, we have one arm ready. Let's go for the other arm. Oh, this arm should be in front of the body, though. I made that mistake. Oh, by the way, is the hand arm... Oh, what is happening with... Oh, because it's his right arm. Okay, so this one should be called left arm, then. This is arm left. I made a mistake before in the naming of the arms. I thought it was the arm that was on my right side. No, but it's his right arm. So this is his left arm. Okay. The main character and animal creature trope. Bee and Puppy Cat and a Calavera homunculus. Yeah, I think it is a trope because it works. But of course, try not to be too repetitive at the same time, I guess. But yeah. It's like main character and small cute thing trope is been done a billion times. Ratchet and Clank, Invader Zim and Gurr, Bee and Puppy Cat, in this case Calavera homunculus. There's more. I know there's more. Pokemon, Ash and Pikachu is another big one, probably the biggest one of them all. But yeah, it's a trope. It's been done a billion times, actually. And so has been done what I'm doing, where I'm doing what's it called? What do you call when you have like many characters that are the main characters? Like an ensemble cast, right? Ensemble casts have been done a billion times as well. I'm just doing another one of them. But I'm going to try to keep it fresh as much as possible, but it is a formula that kind of works. So, I mean, it is not 100% original, but nothing is at this point, really. You just got to make a good execution out of it, I think. I don't know. Like most of the successful stuff that comes out today, they're still doing stuff that's been done before. That's not usually the issue. The issue is going to be bad writing, generally speaking, or relying too much on tropes. Because you know it's a good thing to start with a trope, but you know you got to do your own thing as well. So try to keep your tropes fresh, if possible. So this is hand left. Oh, I'm so confused right now. Yeah, we need another hand or another arm then. Let's go for another arm. Yeah. Tropes. Tropes are hard to avoid. Even if you're not trying to recreate a trope, you end up doing it anyway. That's what sucks about tropes. Oh, let's see. This would be Calavera, arm right. Let's start with the other arm now. Yeah. I'm trying. Okay, I think tropes are fine. The problem is going to be cliches. It's another thing. Cliche and tropes are not necessarily the same thing. They sometimes are, but I think they have their differences. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's a difference. Okay. Let's extend exposure for this guy. Create a new drawing here. And this guy goes all the way back there, here. Sailor Moon. Sailor Moon was an ensemble cast, right? That's what you meant? Or did you mean that they have a human-animal duo? What was it? Did she have a cat, Sailor Moon? I think she did. I don't remember. I mean, I never paid attention to Sailor Moon, honestly. It was not my show. It was never my particular cup of tea. I mean, I know it was successful, definitely. But no, cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, this is one of the first one. Yes, and she had a cat, right? Yes, she did. I don't remember the cat particularly what it looked like. It was probably a black cat, wasn't it? I'm gonna look it up. Sailor Moon cat. Oh yeah, the cat spoke and everything, right? It was a talking cat, Luna. Yeah, Luna makes sense. Pretty reasonable name for the cat. Okay, you're right. Actually, yeah, black cats are cool. Cool companions. Let's go with another arm here. I think Disney movies also do that a lot, right? Like the animal companion. I cannot think of any example right now, but I'm sure there's a few of them. Let's see, animal companion in Disney. Oh, this is the Little Mermaid. She had a fish flounder, right? That's one. What about Pinocchio? Pinocchio had the Jiminy Cricket. That's another one. What else? Finding Nemo. No, Finding Nemo were all fish. They were all animals. Mr. Skin asks, when Calavera merch gonna drop? Whenever I have like potential buyers, I guess. Because I feel like right now maybe I would have a couple of them. But I think that the problem with merch is that you gotta make more merch than just for a couple of people. Like, I don't think you can just make merch for 2 people, right? I don't know. Also, what would I make? I would make, let's see. It would be the homunculus plushie, obviously. It would be... What would be? Give me ideas. What would be? A hoodie? A shirt? Shirts? Posters? What should I sell? You're a couple buyers, right? Okay, I have two buyers right now. Especially, I mean, for the plushie of homunculus, that's a big one, I think. I think the only thing I'm gonna start selling at first is going to be homunculus plushies, because I'm 100% sure that that's the one thing that people would want to buy when they watch the thingy. The one thing that I feel more people would be like, yeah, I want the plushie of that guy. And also Calavera's gun, obviously, yeah, the gun. I would love to sell acid guns to people, you know. Be a reason for people to be afraid to go outside. Also another potential buyer. Okay, I have a few potential buyers here, so plushies. Plushies are going to be the first step in my World Dominion plan. I mean, my selling merch plan. But yeah, plushies. So you guys gotta buy the homunculus plushie when they come out, and they will come out sometime, I guess. I don't know. Isn't it? I feel like right now would be way too early. Your brother would be definitely a buyer. So I have another option there. This Miss guy brother. Action figures. Action figures are harder to make, right? I think plushies would be the good place to start because they're easier to make, cheaper to make. People will definitely want them. Action figures, that sounds more like a long-term plan because those are more expensive to make even. Action figures. Barbie dolls. Yes, Barbie dolls, yes. That would be amazing. Like a Ken doll, but only just take away the head and just add Calavera's face to it. Samhain Ken doll. Yeah, that would work. I'm hoping it would have a fan base. I think so as well. I think there is a kind of people that will like it. The problem is that they don't even know it exists right now. And it's not even a show, it's just a guy drawing some things on the internet so far. So I need to make it a thing, so it has a fan base. It can't have a fan base if it doesn't even have an episode. So that's where we're at right now. So we first gotta think of finishing this project over here, and then we can start working on that plushie. Monster High Calavera edition. kind of. Like once they start showing more members of the cast, it's going to be even more like Monster High, I think. Fandom. I'm 100% sure you have fan base fandom made by Barbie doll, Monster High Calavera. You'll make the prototype. Yeah, you can start working a prototype though. I will accept that. And yeah, okay, we already have the entire body finished, so we can start doing the in-betweens, which is always the fun part, the magic part of animation. Let's see. Such a weird motion right here. He's so angry. Oh, let's see again.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, I think we gotta show the turtle as well, and the book, to see how it looks, the whole thing. Let's see.
Hey, stop that!
Such a weird shot. Oh, let's see again. Do it again. Now let's play it again.
Hey, stop that! Hey, stop that!
Such a weird motion. I love it. Let's see. People are saying, I'll start with the merch. This fandom would have fan art, simping for the character, edits, etc. That's the plan. Long-term plan, that's a plan. Long-term plan, that's a plan. I'm such a weird spokesperson. Like, I'm so dumb with words for how much I speak and talk. I talk a lot, and I'm still so bad linguistically at how I express feelings and emotions. Comic-Cons are the way to go. Oh, I would love to go to a Comic-Con and find like 5 people, which would be you guys and another person, maybe Drew. Maybe it's like Miss Dead Guy, Victoria, Mr. Skin, Dragon Joe, and Drew. And T-Creep. Okay, I would have like 6 people there. I would love that. You wouldn't want to know the strange side of the fandom. No, the strange side of the fandom, this is something that Mr. Skin said before, I think, that whenever you get like the weird side of the fandom, it means that you have a big fandom. So it's kind of bad because it's creepy, but it's good because it means that you are successful at that point. And don't forget the Insta followers. Yeah, but half of you guys are Insta followers. I think the only one who isn't is Victoria. Or I don't know if she follows me on Instagram. I'm not sure what her handle is over there. But all of you guys are from Instagram. So yeah, the Insta followers, of course. Of course, I would want to see the Insta followers there. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to check out my Instagram. I just got another like by a bot. Damn bots. Leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you people. And what about the YouTube studio? I got a total of 2 subscribers today on YouTube, so that's insane growth. Okay. I just checked my social media. And yeah, I like the merch idea. I like the merch idea a lot. But you know, I gotta get a couple more buyers. I love that I already have 5 lockdown buyers. But I need at least 10. Let's get to 10 and then think about how to move forward. Okay. The Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and my other social media followers. Undertale, Sonic, My Little Pony are example successful fandoms with strange sides. Yes. Absolutely. Oh, you know, that would be like sweet irony to get so successful that my show becomes associated with weird people only, like, but not like weird good, weird bad, I mean. Like, for example, I don't know which shows, like My Little Pony is forever going to be associated with people that have strange ideas, you know what I mean? That's kind of bittersweet. It means you're successful, but at the same time, it means that there is a lot of toxicity surrounding your content. That's weird. I don't know. I don't know if I want that to happen, but Because Undertale is objectively a good game, but it's true that it has really weird fans. I think you gotta accept them all. You just gotta accept it for what it is. There's no problem with that. Okay, now we gotta add. What else do we gotta add? I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start in between, right? What do you guys think? Yeah, let's in between. Let's go. Don't think about it. Okay, where's the body? Some of the MLP fandom have grown men simping over ponies. That's exactly what we mean. Exactly. That's so strange when you think about it. Because even the ponies, I mean, I know they're animals, but if they were people, they wouldn't be women. They would be girls, right? So that's why it's so weird even. Oh, My Little Pony. Come on, people. Really? I don't know. Yeah, I hope my fandom doesn't become like the My Little Pony one. That's why I made every character over the age of 18. That way, at least we get rid of that. That's one thing less to worry about, I guess, right? Yeah. Adult characters are the way to go. That way, even if they're creepy, it's like, oh, at least they're adults. And that's the word, at least. You don't want to see your characters do the stuff people make them do. But, okay, you just gotta accept everything. What am I gonna do to animate the body? I'm gonna get rid of the head, the hands, the arms. And that way I can only focus on the body. Or am I going to animate for the body? I feel like I should animate the hands and the body in function of that. So no. I'm going to go the other way around. I'm going to animate first the hands. And in fact, I'm going to start with the one that's closer to the camera, which is this one. Yeah. Let's animate this hand. So I'm going to show you a cool trick that I learned. It's very recent. I'm going to create an in-between frame between these two positions of the hand. And where is the layer? It's right here. Oh, this is the body as well. Okay, the hand though. Okay, so now, since I want to draw the hand right in the middle here, what I can do is I can grab this guy over here and move it more to the right so it matches the position, but I'm not moving it permanently. I'm only moving the onion skin of it. So that way I can place it right on top of the next hand and even rotate it a little bit. See, now they match perfectly almost, and I can draw the in-between right here and then move it right where it needs to be anyway. So there you go. Yeah. See, this is cool. And I can in-between it perfectly. And this is how I made the animation for a homunculus walking on the table. Otherwise, it would have been impossible. I wouldn't have been able to animate it as well as I did. That way you can keep the volume consistent. And that's an important thing about animation, keeping volume consistent, obviously. Let's see, this guy goes over here, this guy goes over here. I haven't read the chat for a while, and I'm seeing that you wrote a lot of stuff. Let's see. People are saying, Sonic. Yeah, Sonic has also weird fans too. Some of the MLP, yeah, obviously. Sans even got fangirls, but that's fine. Sans is a charming guy, I guess. I don't have a problem with that. Oh my god, stickers. Stickers would be fun. Weird fangirls, ew. Like, I even still sim for under Phil Sans. Okay. But that's the thing. The game is still fucking great. That's the thing. I have no issues with the actual game or Toby Fox himself. So I think that even if it does have some annoying fans, I feel like the show is still pretty. The game, it still stays strong for most people. I feel like most people still respect the game, even though they can admit the fans are a bit weird. Same thing with Sonic. I feel like Sonic does have a weird side, but most people don't associate Sonic to the weird side of it anyway. There's still a lot of respect for Sonic, even though, you know, Rouge the bad. Same Victoria. Now, is Calavera self-insert? He kind of was. I mean, I'm trying to go away from that because at first he was. But I think that with time he started being his own guy, because he is a self-insert in the sense that I literally designed a character that I could play, like, as a voice actor. Like, I was trying to make a character that it was easy for me to play so I could save money. So that was the initial purpose, to be a self-insert. But he is very different from me anyways. He's more like, he matches me in just a few superficial things. But in the end, he's going to be way different. His design has changed with time. He doesn't look like me, really. Not really. The only thing we have in common is that we're men in their middle 20s, and we both speak Spanish. That's it, pretty much. Other than that, I think that he's become his own character 100% anyway. And I'm gonna make him look bad in ways that I wouldn't want to make myself look bad. And I'm gonna give him strength that I don't have, and I'm gonna give him weaknesses that I don't have. So he's becoming less and less of a self-insert. And by the way, I'm gonna start getting fatter with age, so nah, I'm not even gonna look like him at all. So I can't wait to grow a beard and grow fatter, so people don't think he's in a self-insert anymore. Once that happens, it's not gonna be good. Yeah, but the intention was to make a character that I could voice act. So not exactly self-insert. Not exactly, but I can see the problem in there. Okay, now we bring the fist right in between here. So now it goes dun dun dun. Let's see. Yep. That's a good in between, and now we add an in between of the in between. I thought Sonic was an adult. Sonic, I think he's a teenager. You're the Calavera self-outer, kind of. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. Sonic is. I think Sonic would be a teenager. I don't know. He doesn't feel adult completely. He doesn't feel like a child either, but he doesn't feel completely mature. So I would say that he is, yeah, around 15, maybe 16 if you want to go higher. But no, I would never think Sonic is an adult. Not really. Now let's see. Now we bring this guy over here. We bring it back to the middle. And now, like with this guy, I've done this so many times that I think I'm getting fast at just shifting the onion skin and then tracing on it. Because in-betweening is literally just tracing. That's what it is. It's a cool job. Bring this guy here, bring this guy here, bring this guy here. I say he's a teen, the same age as me. Yeah. I would say Sonic is a teen. But you know what? Since he is an animal, I feel like he wouldn't have like a specific age anyways. Because I think specific ages are important for human characters, but once you go crazy and you go with an animal, it's like, okay, just make it ambiguous, I guess. Because if Sonic was 15 actually, as a hedgehog, and hedgehog's living probably like 20 years tops, that would be the equivalent of a 30-year-old or 40-year-old, I guess. Oh, Skin's saying something that's gonna make me depressed. Getting 5 minutes of animation in a month. Come on, dude. Don't do that. Oh, you gotta go, Dragon Joe. That's fine. It's okay. I'll see you on another one. Bye. Have a good one. Few months. Come on. This guy's trying to kill me. That is so mean. I mean, you're absolutely right, though. You're right. 5 minutes of animation does take months, apparently. But you don't have to say it. Come on. Yeah. It's true that it is taking longer than I wanted to take. But it is a price I have to pay for my art. And I won't stop at anything. There's nothing that could stop me from making this pilot. Maybe death. Maybe death. I mean, that improvement though, is it? It depends. It was way longer before. Come on. Yes. Mr. Skin is giving me backhanded compliments all the time right now. Or I don't know if he's trying to hurt me, but it's true. It does take long. And did it take longer before? I guess, yeah. I don't know. Because before I used to rush more things, so sometimes I would get like 20 seconds of animation done in like 4 days. But that's not necessarily a good thing. It is faster, but if you do so much in so little time, the results are worse, generally speaking. So being patient might be the biggest improvement I've been able to gain or produce. What do you do with an improvement? You make an improvement, right? Yeah. You know what I mean. And this is what I said before. I'm not good with words, which is something else I'm gonna need if I'm gonna write longer episodes. Probably I'm gonna need like a guy that is a person that is a writer, help me with the actual like words, because I feel like I'm a good writer in the sense of like creating a story and plot devices and stuff like that. But I don't think I'm good at the actual writing itself. Like sometimes my dialogue is kind of awkward, and I think I might need professional help to make the dialogue a little bit better for the next one. Improvement is a good thing. It is. I agree. Thank you, Mr. Skin. But that's another thing I can improve. Dialogue. I don't think I'm particularly good at it. I think people are better than me at it. And I'm not even good at talking like a normal person, so probably I'm not the best guy to make dialogue. Let's see now. Let's bring back everybody to their original positions. And now let's go to this guy and onion skin him all the way to 2 frames in the future. Let's bring this guy here. Let's twist it a little bit. Here would be good enough. And let's go 1-1. Damn, I'm so good at using the onion skin of Toon Boom now. I'm getting so fast at making these weird things that I gotta do inside the software that I didn't even know existed like a couple weeks ago. It makes me happy to see that. Okay, this guy comes here, this guy comes here. Oh my god, it's another 3-hour stream today. Nice. I'm also gaining a lot of stamina for these. Before I wasn't able to stream for like an hour without getting like really tired. But now I feel like I legit could go for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. But I don't want to keep you guys bored. I feel like too many hours could also make you guys feel tired. Because there's only so long one can watch somebody else animate, I guess. I mean, you know what you should be doing right now? Like, if you had multiple devices though, the problem is that some people only have a tablet. But right now it's like a good moment to like draw yourself some stuff while you watch me draw and talk like a doofus for hours. Because I've done that a couple times with some streams of people animating stuff. Like I keep them there, I also play some music really low, and I hear them talk while I'm making my own stuff. But that's because I have 2 monitors, so I can do that. Oh, my back. It takes time with progress and improvement. Yes, yes it does. That's a good thing, that I do see improvement constantly. There's never been a month where I have been like, I didn't learn anything today. Or this month, I mean. Yeah, there are some days I don't learn anything. But, yeah. And right now, I think what I've been doing this past week with the pilot is really improving my frame-by-frame skills. Which is the thing that I've always told Mr. Skin that I never practice. Finally, I'm practicing it right now. Just traditional frame by frame is such a basic thing to become an animator that I've always avoided, which is so stupid. Like, if I want to be an animator, why am I not practicing frame by frame? It's so stupid that I didn't do as much frame by frame before. But it was because I was busy, I guess. And now that I'm forcing myself to just draw frame by frame everything, I'm getting a lot of good skills that are going to be useful in the future. Even if I don't work on this show. Maybe I work for a network, you know, animating another show. Now I'm going to be able to do the stuff they want me to do. So this is great. Great experience. Oh, let's erase this. Let's get rid of the onion skin for a second there. Let's also get rid of the weird positioning. And bring back the onion skin, I guess. Okay. So now this frame would go here in the middle. More to the tilted here. This one would go more over here, also tilted, or in the middle. Get rid of the magnet. And there you go. So now that hand motion should be kind of clean. It's a little bit too snappy. Maybe add more frames to it, or... No, actually no. I think more frames would make the motion look too slow. Let's add this guy. Oh, what am I doing here? Okay, I gotta add this guy right here. Gotta add this guy right here, and gotta add this guy right here. So now it goes back and forth, and it repeats the same motion again and again. So it's good. Yeah. It's working. But I gotta get rid of the turtle, otherwise it looks like it's lagging. And it is lagging because it's still not animated at all. Okay, let's see, and let's keep doing this thing that I've been doing here. Bring these guys over here. Let's bring these guys over here. Perfect. Let's check it out.
Hey, stop that!
Yep. That's nice. Okay, let's read what people are saying here. Saying, it takes time with progress and improvement. I made a homunculus out of clay. Really, did you? I want to see that later on. Are you going to share it on Discord? Oh, yes, you did, right? Yeah! That's awesome. That is perfect. Yes. I gotta add a homunculus to it. I gotta add some fire. That is incredibly good. That is so good. I was not expecting to see an actual homunculus, dude. That is awesome. That's great. I love it. I'm so energized. I go in months, even a whole year until the animation is finished. Yeah, me too, me too, me too. We're both energized then, especially after seeing this. This is great. And you added like jewels for the eyes, right? Or what are those? Not jewels, I guess. Did ya? Oh, that is fantastic. I was not expecting to see one of these. Okay, okay, that's very creative idea. Using actual clay, like, you know, make it like solid. I also have the. So today we got two bits of fan art that are amazing. We got also the Quailing with the stitchy. What do you call this? The sack of flour. Come on, the sack of flowers. Amazing. It's great. And the clay homunculus. Yes, yes. We got a good amount of fan art today. Incredible. So I guess we are all energized, aren't we? Okay. Okay. So now we have the hand going back and forth here. Now we need to go to the next position, I guess.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, let's go to the next position. I think I'm just gonna finish animating the hand and then move on to the next body part. Because that's how I roll, dude. I just animate body parts and then put them all together like a Frankenstein monster. Let's see. Okay, this guy, let's bring it back to its original place. Let's bring everybody to their original places. So now we need to bring this guy to wherever the next guy is. So we need to go from here all the way here. You know, this is something I discovered very recently, that the motion that I'm doing right now could easily be done with a tween motion. But I've noticed that tween motions are always visible. So if you just give it a frame to each one of them, even though the variation is very small, look at that variation. It's so tiny. Such a tiny variation, but I promise you that people will notice it. And when you do the actual different drawings, it looks so much better. It's crazy how you wouldn't be able to say the difference between one thing and the other, and at the same time be like, this one's way better though. So I'm just gonna have to draw everything. Oh man, I love traditional animation. It's so good. Frame by frame makes everything better. What are people saying though? Oh nice. It looks cute. That's so cute. Pumpkin pie. It's sadly it's made out of dark matter that he's made out of, but it's the best I got. Yeah, unfortunately, dark stuff isn't easy to find within the confines of the Earth. I guess that's okay. You'll find dark stuff later on. Oh yeah, the dark stuff is going to be crazy. I love the fact that I have so much lore already built in my brain, just from previous projects and comic books. Because the dark stuff already has a lot of lore in Boneface and Pumpkinhead, and I'm just gonna add even more of it to it. Gonna add more explanations of kind of what it is, kind of how it works, kind of why we need it. And Homunculus is another great portal to that dimension of madness. Let's see. Nice here, nice here, nice here, nice here, nice here, nice there. And the dark stuff has always been one of my favorite aspects of my made-up universe of madness. Was another thing that I like. I like human magic a lot, and I like the in-between planes as well. I don't know. I want to explore a lot of stuff with this show. What else do I want to explore? I'm going to explore the rapid expansion of technology that happens on the surface. So we're going all the way from medieval to diesel punk, which is, I don't think I've seen a show that's done that. They've done other stuff though. Yeah, but are there any like actual steampunk shows? I don't think there are many of them. I feel like mine could be misconstrued as one at a certain point in the future. But steampunk is not exactly correct, because there's no Victorian stuff. This is medieval stuff. Medieval stuff is not Victorian. Are there cyber goths in the Buffy the Pumpkinhead universe? Yes, exactly, there you go. Buffy the Pumpkinhead is literally the series where you would have the most cyber goths, being like early 2000s, yet cyberpunkish inspired, so yes. There are many cyber goths in the Buffy the Pumpkinhead universe. Not here, not yet. There's no goths. There's gothic people, but there's no goths. Not yet. Two different things. But there will be, definitely. Cybergoth everywhere. For now, we're just gonna have... we're gonna have Warfare evolve rapidly. That's what we're gonna have here. Okay, now let's see. Let's bring this guy... Oh, no, actually, you know what? Let's keep it everything here. Yeah. It's actually better. I just figured out a way to make my in-betweens a little bit faster. Is just keep everything in the middle, and then we'll figure it out where they all go. I love in-betweening. Research Unit of Horrors would be the fan base name. Yep. Dab as a cybergoth. Dab would be... No, Dab is a... She's a lazy girl. she has no time to even give herself any tags. She's literally the undisciplined version of Freya. Like, she's the polar opposite of her. That's what she is. Freya would also not have, like, a lazy goth. Yeah, maybe, perhaps. No, that would literally be one of those people that, you see and you're like, oh, when was the last time this person took a shower? Like, I wonder. That's what she would be. And I don't think there's a name for that. There's no, like, urban tribe for people who don't take showers very often. But that's literally what she would be. And Freya, what would Freya... Freya would be a jock if she lived in the present, I think. Or you know what? No, she would be one of those scary people that are, like, too into the military. Or too into, like, those stuff. You know, the kind of people... That's like a kind of people, I think. Also kind of jockish. Calavera would be... Calavera would be very similar to Dab in that aspect. He would also be like, hey, when did this guy take a shower? He would be enrolled in physics or something like that in university. Not a typical nerd because he's got like that edge of danger to him. But he is a nerd though. He kind of is. The neckbeard mentality. Yeah, exactly, yeah. No, but Dab is a neckbeard even though... Like, neckbeards are usually guys, but Dab would be like a neckbeard woman anyway. Especially, like, as I said before at first. Because I like having my characters be complete messes at the beginning and then try to fix them along the way. And Dab's problem was that she was too much of a loser, too much of a lazy person. She would blame other people for her mistakes. And we would try to fix that with Corleen and Nathan. And stuff like that happens here as well. We also have a lot of, like, flaws in our characters in Research Unit of Horrors. Legbeard is a female equivalent, isn't it? Legbeard. Okay, I get it. Yeah, that would be a Legbeard. 100%. Oh, you got all the emojis. Freya, Calavera, Samhain, Zara. Oh, those are really good emojis. What is happening? How are they so accurate? How are those emojis so accurate? It's kind of scary. Are they just there, or do you, like, customize them? I love them. They're perfect. They're the perfect emojis. They're so precise. That is terrifying. Legbeard, yes, Legbeard. I never knew about that. I just got somebody said something on Twitter. I want to know what it is, but I also want to get this line finished. Oh, these lines are so hard to interpolate. Like, look at that. There's so much precision going on here. I can't do it. I'm just gonna make it like, because this is the thing. If I gotta draw a line here and I do this, for example, at any point, when you look at the animation, it boils. It's like a balloon that's about to burst because of the heat. I don't know how to explain it, but it's ugly. So I gotta make sure that I really get in the middle, or at least within certain confines. Oh my god, I almost got it. Got it. Perfect, dude. Dude, what I just did right now is literally the most satisfying thing that an animator can ever do. I promise you. It's really nice. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look at Twitter. I've been on the internet for too long. Clearly. Yeah, I didn't know that term either. He's what? Who is what? He's Page. Nah, he tweaking. I love these crazy Twitter interactions. So I posted a turtle, as usual. I usually post my animations like mid-progress. And I said, what the tortoise doing? Which is the meme, right? The next guy says, he's pogging, which is another meme. So I reply with another meme, which is he tweaking. And now somebody else is like, he what? And I don't know why I find that so funny. But I don't want to explain it to him. And, I don't know. It's such outdated memes anyway. I like outdated memes better than being up to date. When you click on a human emoji, you hold it down for a millisecond, and then some options appear in a small white rectangle. Yeah, I know that, but at the same time, it's like what I said is that those colors are exactly precise for each character. That's what I was impressed. I was like, because Zara does have like the tan skin with the brown hair, and Calavera does have like that paler skin with darker hair. I don't know. It's like so perfect. I didn't know those were exactly the options that we had. I didn't know that we had those options. But yeah, yeah. I knew you had the option of choosing, but I didn't know it was so precise. Oh, Miss Dead Guys. No. Miss Dead Guys liking everything on Twitter now. And my phone won't stop ringing. Thank you, Miss Dead Guy. Thank you. I love the likes over there. Yeah, yeah. She just liked everything. Torment, Homunculus, Calavera, Homunculus, Boots. Yeah, Zara's boots are really nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. It's okay. I'll stretch my back a little bit more. Sorry. Okay, guys. We gotta do something. We gotta break the record. Last stream was like 3 hours and a half. Today's has to be like 4 hours, I guess. Oh yeah, that also looks like Calavera. That actually might even be a bit more precise. Okay, so we know that there's the option of representing the research unit of horrors through emojis. I think that's an important thing. I think it's very important to be able to represent the characters as emojis. And yeah. No. They're all scarily accurate. It's crazy. I mean, the only thing he's missing, of course, is the scar. But, you know, the scar would be too much to ask, I guess. Poor guy. Damn, I love frame by frame. It's scary how much I like frame by frame animation. Makes no sense. Like, it's one thing to appreciate it, but I really like it. Nah. But it's also so much work. And thank God I'm not even that much of a perfectionist. I could really look for perfection, and I cannot imagine being a perfectionist and also a frame by frame animator. People would go insane if they had to be very precise with everything and draw so many frames. Because I've seen Zoral animate and he's amazing, but that's one of his strengths, is that he's very loose when animating. He's like, he doesn't mind bending the shapes, so that's how he gets a lot of stuff done. But I've seen other animators that really focus on getting everything perfect, and I don't know how they don't blow their minds or blow their heads with a gun. It's too much stress for any human. Maybe for a studio, but for an indie animator, a solo animator, no way. No way, Jose. Who says that? Why do people say that? Who's Jose? Let's see. Even Homunculus is scarily accurate, considering that he's a small black creature with barely noticeable eyes. That's exactly right. Yeah, he kind of looks like a cat himself, I guess. Maybe it's not that much of a coincidence. Maybe Mr. Skin just threw in an 8-ball that looks like Homunculus. It does. I would love to make comics and animation one day. Yeah, you know, you just gotta start making them. Especially if you want to make animation, I would start with comic books, because that way you get a good idea of storytelling and composition and timing. Even though comic books don't have time itself because you just read it at your own pace, you do actually think about timing as how would somebody have to read the pages, how many panels do you need, and obviously making the backgrounds and placing the characters in a scene is way easier doing in comic books and practicing that skill than doing it in animation, because in animation it might take you a week to just finish like 3 shots, honestly. So practicing 3 compositions of scenes is not enough practice to get good at that. In comic books, in 1 week you probably will finish, like, let's say 2 pages, right? In 1 week. Well, 2 pages 1 week, that could be easily like 18 panels, maybe less, maybe let's say 12 or 15 panels. And that means that you have practiced during 1 week 15 different scene compositions, and you figured a few things of how they work better. So I would recommend a lot working on comic books first. That way you get a lot of practice that you will need in the future anyway. Much quicker, much quicker. And then of course animation really elevates everything to a whole other level anyway. Okay, let's bring everything back to their original place. So this goes 0, 0, and this guy goes back to its original place. Let's check it out. Okay, so now we need to in between this guy between 2 and 2. So I'm just literally just gonna place it in the middle, like this. This would be the middle, right? Kind of. And now this guy goes in the middle of those two guys. Perfect. We bring it here, twist it a little bit more, or rotate it, tilt it. And now this guy goes in the middle between these two guys. And apparently I accidentally went from fast to slow, which is actually a good thing, because if you're trying to stop the motion, you would go a bit slower at the end of the motion. Sorry. What did I eat today, man? I'm burping nonstop.
Hey, stop that!
That's actually good. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with overshoot as well. Right? Don't you think it's a good idea? I think it's a great idea. But now, for once, I'm gonna allow myself to cheat, and I'm gonna do some tweening. I'm gonna just bring the hand over here, copying the image, which is what I said that it looks cheaper, but honestly, for 2 frames, I think nobody's gonna notice. Let's give it a look.
Hey, stop that!
See, there was very simple, subtle motion of like, I gotta stop the motion right now. Like, see, you go like, I went too far, so you go back, which is a very natural way to move, honestly. So I think that is pretty good, and you don't even notice because of how fast the motion is that I'm repeating the same image, so it's fine.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, it kind of works. Okay, let's read the comments. I love reading the comments or the chat. Yeah, that's true. How tall is Calavera? Calavera is approximately somewhere between 5'8" and 5'9". It really depends on the sizes of Zara and Freya, and I'm still not completely decided on what Freya's height is, because at first I was thinking like 6'3", but I think I'm going more with like 6'1" for Freya. Freya's gonna be 6'1", and if she's 6'1", then Calavera should be like 5'9". And if Calavera is 5'9", then Zara should be 5'7", because Zara is just slightly shorter than Calavera, and Calavera is noticeably shorter than Freya. Those are pretty much the heights. Mine would be colorful and trying new things. That's what you gotta do. You gotta try new things, figure out what works. But yeah. Actually, I have a height chart here, I think, somewhere. Give me 1 second, I will find it. Yeah, he is a short king. Especially because he has Freya in front of him. Like, if it wasn't for Freya, he wouldn't look short. I mean, he would look kind of average. But next to Freya, he's a tiny guy. Yeah, that's true. Let me look. Illustration. Calavera. Character design. The crew. It's more of a creative file. It's not really... Why isn't it an actual drawing? Ooh, Krita just started bugging. So my computer sees that's not as good as I think sometimes. So I just open a file inside of Krita and it's starting to miss. Okay, there you go. This is kind of the height chart, and I think I did have like a measurement, yeah. See, this is. I think I made the file like huge. It's like 5,000 pixels by 10,000 pixels or something like that. That's why it's taking so long. Where people saying we stab. Don't stab him. Any horror or action anime shows you like? A lot of them, really. I mean, horror anime shows. I don't think there are many of them. Oh, there you go. See, I made Calavera like here. He is 5'7". He's even shorter than I was thinking. But and Freya is like she's shorter than 6'3" here. Why is she so short? No, I'm gonna change these heights. These are not the right heights. These are wrong. These are incorrect. So this is not gonna be 170. Now it's gonna be like 176, and she has to be like 190 at least. That would be like 6'1". He would be like 5'9", 5'8", 5'9", and that would mean that Zara would be 5'7". You know what I mean? Oh yeah, and this was the big problem that we had. It was that we have this fucking huge, gigantic creature that it really depends on him, really, everything. Because if I wanted to make him like 10 foot. And if he's 10 foot tall, how is he going to go into buildings, right? That's the question. Maybe that is a little bit too tall. So I first have to figure out Sawen's height. 10 feet might be too much. I mean, it makes sense, but then it creates the issue with buildings. Like, what if they go into like a hotel for a night, like an Airbnb? It's like, oh shit, how is he even gonna fit? Or would he go to like the backyard? He wouldn't go inside the building. But that's so weird. I don't know, because maybe if I could go, I could easily do like 8 foot tall pumpkin. That would be just like a very tall human, and it could fit into buildings. But once you start getting like 10 foot, 11 foot, that's when you get like freakishly tall. That's when you have issues with like actual going into places. So yeah, it really depends on him, because now if he's 10 foot here, then maybe she is 6'1", right? This is like 6, and this is 4 feet on top of that. Yeah, I think he's 10 feet here in comparison, but I gotta figure that out. Yeah, that is, and that's what mattered the most for these guys' heights. Because if it wasn't for him, I would be okay with 5'7", 5'9", 6'1". That would make sense. And this guy would be like, what is he like? What? He's literally 1 foot. He's a tiny thing. 1 foot, is that correct? I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I'll think about that later, not today, because it makes me feel very stressed. I feel like it would be a huge issue. Lady Dimitrescu is have to bend down a bit. What? Yeah, because she. Oh yes, you're right. Yeah, lady is like 10 feet, right? How tall is she? She's very tall. Lady Dimitrescu height. She is 9 feet 6 inches tall. Yeah. Oh my God, Jesus Christ, that is terrifying. That is so tall. That is crazy tall. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Mr. Guy just nailed it. Like, that is actually a good frame of reference. If she can go into buildings, then so could Sawen. Thank you very much for that piece of detail, Ms. That Guy. Now I'm gonna start watching like videos of her, like walking or being just a normal person, and that way I can see how Sawen could do something like that. Now the problem with Sawen is that not only is he tall, he's also has an extremely broad frame, so he has two issues. Dimitrescu at least has like a proportional width, so I can see her fitting into doors easily just by by bending down a bit. But Sawen would have also the issue of width. He's very thick. He's a very thick boy, you know. But yeah, we'll figure that out along the way. Yes, he did. Because now when I watch her, I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's how Sawen would have to move around. That is true, and that helps a lot. Now we go from here to here, and here I'm gonna use a smear frame. I like smear frames. I've been doing so many smear frames for this show that I love it. I like smear frames. I didn't know I liked them so much until I started doing them all the time. So let's do a smear frame here as well. So we grab this. We now make the intermediate position. Have something of this and something of that, meaning that it's gotta go something like this. I'm not being very careful with hands today. I don't know if I want to keep consistency in the level of hand detail as other days that I've done. Like for Zara I really went hard with the hands. But today I'm not feeling like it. So now I'm bothered that people are going to be watching, they're going to be like, why are hands so good here and so bad here, you know? And I don't know. I feel like maybe I should keep hands always low detailed or always high detailed. But I still haven't made up my mind because it's a lot of work, like drawing good hands. Right now I'm just drawing whatever I can really quick. These are not good hands. These are okay hands. They barely do the job of representing hands. But it's a problem. You gotta figure these things out before you actually go into full production mode. Since I'm working alone, that's fine. But if I had a team, I wouldn't know what to tell them. Now, if I had a team, I would make them draw the hands perfectly. I would be like, draw perfect hands every single time. Spend 10 hours. But no. I'm not drawing perfect hands today. This guy is not working over here, so let's twist it a little bit more like this, and like this. Yeah. This. Oh, no. This, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and let's start the smear frames. I love smear frames. Actually, I think it should be a bit like taller or longer in the vertical axis as well. Yeah, like this. That makes a little bit more sense. Let's see how the motion looks.
Hey, stop that!
Ooh, something went wrong there. Let me read what people are saying. Yeah, yeah, helped. Thick boy Sawin. Thick. Hands are artist's worst nightmare. Am I a part of the team? Yeah, I hope so. I really want you to be a part of the team, of course. I'm sure we're all part of the team. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I want people to join the team, but I already told you the problem with the word the pipeline. I gotta make it functional with other softwares, and right now you can see how everything is within Toon Boom. So right now, whenever I export stuff to other software, it makes it be a lot more work because you don't have the vector information. You kind of need it. Now I'm having a problem with this part. I don't know what's the velocity of the motion so far.
Hey, stop that!
Because I feel like it goes too quickly from this position to this one. I think I gotta give it more time. Maybe just one frame more.
Hey, stop that!
I actually did some improvement, so maybe another frame more. And we're done with this switch of timing. This is the thing, timing is a very important thing about animation. It's really important to nail the timing, otherwise you're wasting time. If you don't use time correctly, you waste time.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, okay, I see some improvement there. Yeah, it gave it like more time to settle in one place and then have the energy to move to the next place. So we would get all the way here, and then actually I would need some anticipation. So maybe even here, I'm gonna copy this frame as well. I'm doing the copying frames again and again. Oh, it's gonna make it look cheaper. But yeah, it's really gonna sell it. It's gonna be like, we're here, and then you anticipate here, and you go back all the way over there. Let's see.
Hey, stop that!
So fast. I feel like it needs more time, the entire thing. But I don't have any more time. I already told you that the scene has to be from this frame to this frame. I cannot add frames. I'm gonna read. The hand animation is so smooth. Thank you. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, if you focus on one body part and you make it smooth, you can work on the next body part, and that way you go smooth, 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 smooth. You know what I mean? And you get a smooth body motion. But it takes longer than if you just did one thing, right?
Hey, stop that!
Okay, kind of okay. Kind of okay. Yeah, okay, so now we do this mirror frame anyways. We still need this mirror frame. Oh, actually, you know, this is what I said before. I like not only doing smears, but liquidifying the body, which is like kind of gonna be like kind of my like a signature move. Liquidifying. It's like cartoonishly fast, so fast that you became a liquid for a millisecond. Yeah, and I just erased the lines that I don't need anymore. And because this is only happening for one frame and the animation is 24 frames per second, you won't be able to notice that Calavera literally became a liquid for half a second. Half a second, not even half a second, it's like a 24th of a second. And then I'm going to add some sketchiness to it with a raster layer later on, but that's going to be the last process. Last step I meant.
Stop that!
It's so crazy that it does become a liquid, and if you focus really hard, you notice it. But yeah, it's supposed to not be noticeable, and then from here we go all the way up there. But now we have another problem. Now this position doesn't have time to settle, and I need it to settle. Let me give it another try.
Hey, stop that!
Okay, so
Hey, stop that!
which animation that you've done is your favorite? Oh, that's a hard question. I don't know. I like them all. I have a hard time choosing one. You mean of the ones that have been posted to YouTube, right? Let me think of it while I draw the hands. But maybe I like the Joker one, the one with Hi Liberal. Hi Liberal. Where did you get that haircut? This is one I really like a lot. I also like a lot the Jugemo of Skull Pilgrim. I think it's really cute. I love the Bone-Faced Pumpkinhead one. I really like it a lot. And Calavera's one, I feel like it was a bit underwhelming for how much time I spent working on it, but actually I think it was a huge step up in my composition style. So maybe Calavera's could also be my favorite. And this one I'm doing right now is definitely going to be my number one forever, or at least for a long while. The one I'm doing now, this is the one. This is the one I'm gonna be in love with for a very long time. Okay, so now this part we have an issue, and is that we need to give it more time to settle into the other position. So we grab all the frames and just pull it back 2 more frames. See if it helps.
Hey, stop that!
Actually, yes, maybe. I think I gotta see the whole body. Maybe that way I will figure it out a little bit more. What I gotta do. Let's see. Let's give it another try.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, that works. Let's see, what are people saying? I really like your Invader Zim animations. Oh, you know what? Yeah, actually, yes. The redo of When You is actually very good. Like, I had a blast animating it, and it looks incredible. Like, when you go frame by frame, you go like, oh, that's really smooth. So maybe that one is my favorite one. That to watch, at least. Yeah, maybe When You, the redo came out looking really, really smooth. So that could be my favorite one as well. You're right. I forgot about my Zim animations for a second there. I don't know why. They're like 50% of my animations. Maybe not 50, but like 10% of them. Okay, now we go from this position to this one. Now from this one to this one, and we're going to do it in just 1 frame, of course. And from this one to this one, also in 1 frame. And they're all smear frames. Okay. Okay, I got a plan. So now we go from here to there. Oh, that frame's going to be hard. I don't know how to open the hand from here to here. Which, by the way, isn't this guy like missing a thumb? It's got like pinky finger, ring finger, middle finger, index finger, and there's no thumb. What happened there? I think I gotta fix that first then. Maybe just add like a ball here. Be like, this would be the thumb. But you can't see it because it's being covered by the rest of the hand. Yeah. And now I think I'm gonna do the trick I did before with shift and trace. I gotta shift this guy here and try to interpolate something, but it's true that I really don't know how to do it. I'm going to improvise. Remember you Chad Walk animation was part of a compilation? Yeah. The Chad Walk is also pretty good. Oh my god, the Chad Walk was also very good. So maybe I do like my stuff. Just that I'm never sure which one to pick. It's so hard to choose animations to be like, this is the one that represents everything. But yeah, the Chad Walk was also a big deal back in the day. Back in my day, you know, in August. That was like 4 months ago. But yeah, those were other days, I guess. Things have changed, my friends. Things have changed. Oh, I really don't know what I'm doing here. So, this is what happens sometimes with onion skins. That they really harm more than they help. I don't know what's happening right now. So the onion skin is doing the opposite effect of helping. I really don't know what I'm doing. What is this? What is this blob of lines? Okay. Since it's going to be a very quick smear frame, maybe it's okay if the hand loses its volume completely, almost. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it like this. I love the fact that sometimes the animation is very smooth and very like it has high quality, and then sometimes I do stuff like this. It's like, what is this? This doesn't even look like a hand. But there's time constraints, man. So now the thumb was where is the thumb anyway? The thumb was originally pressed against the index finger, and now it's behind the index finger. So now naturally it would have to go somewhere in between. Okay. Like this, maybe. Now it's not pressed, but it's next to the index finger anyway. And this guy comes here. Down. Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna be done after a couple more frames of the hand, though. I think I'm done for today. Almost. I still have a couple more minutes of energy. My battery thingy. Blingy. Okay, let's see. I hate that hand frame, but it works. It really does. So let's bring this guy right in the middle of those two. And in fact, it would go faster at first, right? It would go like faster at first and then kind of stop suddenly. So maybe put it in the middle, closer to the end. And let's draw the smear frames. Come on, no they're not. I mean, sometimes I work hard on them, but today I'm just going fast. The initial ones were okay, but these in-betweens are kind of shoddy. Definitely shoddy, but I don't care. It's not like somebody's gonna stop right there and be like, hey, this hand is not perfect if you look at the anatomy. I mean, they would be right to do it. I'm just hoping they won't. Okay, let's see now.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, and now we need a little bit of overshoot as well. So let's bring this guy over here. Oops, made a mistake. Here, and bring it up. And then bring it back down. And then it goes all the way back again. That's such a crazy motion that I'm doing right now. Okay, let's try it again.
Hey, stop that!
It's so fast and frantic. It's either really good or it's kind of bad actually. There's no in between. There's nothing else that it can be. It's either great or it's just bad. I hope it's great, but it could be just terrible animation. Timing wise, I mean, especially. I feel like I tried to maybe fit in too much into very little space. Maybe that's the problem. And now from here, I could also just cheat my way through life, really. No. Let's draw it properly. Let's do a proper drawing. And yeah, this is the guy I need to bring back to its original place. And it's this guy, right? Okay, so we want to bring this guy to the same place as the one that's in the future. Somewhere around here would be okay. And now we go to the in-between here. Okay. And now I think I'm gonna go closer to the fist position rather than the open palm position. So let's try to do this like this. Yeah, so we're already looking kind of good. Let's get rid of the scratchy lines. Okay guys, we're coming close to the end of the stream, but I had a lot of fun today. I gotta admit that. It was a lot of fun. The next stream is probably going to be next Saturday. Saturdays are the days that I'm trying to make my streams. So I feel like that's probably the most likely date of another stream if you want to join. Because right now I'm almost done. I still have a little bit more energy. Let's bring this guy over here. And I'm going to try to keep it consistent every Saturday. Today's Sunday, so I wasn't supposed to stream here, but I mean, I already saw a couple people on Twitch, so I was like, yeah, let's just keep going. Because the Twitch experiment was kind of a failure, by the way. It didn't go the way I wanted it to go. The lag was too unbearable. Okay, what does this look like? Let's see, I think the thumb needs a little bit more of work. Yeah, the thumb is not, I'm not feeling it. Maybe, I don't know, go over here. Oof, what is that? It looks more like a tumor than anything. Let's get rid of the thumb entirely. Didn't work. Okay, maybe just add like the idea that there's a thumb behind the fingers. Yeah, that works better than what I did before. And now we need to add the end of the glove, which is going to go kind of down. But it goes like inside the three-dimensional space, so maybe like this. Down. Let's get rid of this and that. Down. Yeah, it kind of makes sense, but I think I'm missing fingers anyway. So maybe go here. That would be the index one. And now, I think since it's closer to the camera, it makes sense for it to be bigger. I really don't care, honestly. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. So now let's bring everybody back to the original place. That way I can in between this properly. Okay. So now, as I said before, it gotta be a fast motion, so it's gonna be closer to the end than the beginning. And smear it a little bit. Smearing is what is gonna make it look better. Otherwise, the messed up anatomy is too visible. Down, no, down, and one more or two more. Oh, three more. Okay. And let's see what it looks like so far. And then from here it goes straight to the last position. I'm gonna need one more frame there, but I'm gonna try another day. Let's see.
Hey, stop that!
So frantic. I kind of like it, but I think it's dangerous. If the body doesn't follow it at the right speed, it's going to look kind of like just bad. Let's render it and see what it looks like. I hope it looks good. Why is it not rendering? Because I have one of these open. Ah, the original sketch. Oh, there it is. Let's play it. Let's see how it looks.
Hey, stop that!
Yeah, now it looks weird because they're going
stop that!
on two different frame rates. Don't worry, that's natural.
Hey, stop that!
But there is one like flash moment. The body disappears. Did you notice that? Oh, I know why. Because I was planning to first animate the body at first, but then I decided to not do it. I'm gonna in between the body later, after I'm done with the hands, because I've noticed. Well, I mean, this is obviously true. Like every animation has a more protagonist part of the body. It could be the face. Usually, it's the face for my animations. But in this case, since it's so dynamic with the book and the turtle, the hands really conduct the motion of Calavera, so the body should really follow the hands. That's why I chose to do it this way. And I'm gonna add the face from the sketch. That way we get a better idea of what the final thing's gonna look like. But I'm gonna get rid of everything else. So we get the clean body, but the sketchy face. And the sketchy face looks very charming, actually. So one more render and I'm gonna leave. My neck. See, now it looks a lot more like what it's gonna look in the end. But I gotta make everything vector based so I can color it easily.
Hey, stop that!
Okay, so that's everything for today. I'm gonna keep posting stuff on Twitter, Instagram, Newgrounds, Patreon, not Twitch. Twitch, I think I'm gonna just drop Twitch. And I'll see you later, dudes, dudettes, and everything else. Goodbye.